Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. From Season 8 of the Ocarina of Time Randomizer, we have a winner's bracket round 1 matchup between WTHH and RyuuKane. On tracking today, we have Mr. Moxie and Virgil Dante, and I'll pass it over to our commentators, Out of This World Burrito and Chuckles. Take it away, you two.
All right, thank you very much to winners round 1 of Ryu versus Hells. I'm really looking forward to this one, as we've been talking about in chat. Up until now, these are both really strong runners who have been around for a while. Easily a matchup you could see in finals. So this should be a really exciting race. For a little background, though, Hells seeded 11th in quals with an overall average of 3,903 points. He earned actually over 1,000 or more points in 2 of those counted quals, so he performed really strong there. Ryu was seeded 22nd with 3,815, so they're within 100 points of each other. So this is going to be a really close race, even if you didn't have that historical context. Anyone who wins this race will be going up against either Marco or ATZ in winners round 2. It's been really cool brackets so far, a lot of tight races. We've had 2 winner brackets already finish within 1 minute of each other. What do you think of these 2 racers, Chuckles?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. We all know that European time zones are the real time zone, so it is good evening to everybody. Really happy to be here. Of course, What the Hell is in Ryu? That's going to be a great matchup between these 2 runners. Very well established. And you talked about this kind of 8th of the bracket with Hells and RyuuKane. And the winner/loser will face the winner/loser of ATZ Marco. Just 4 season champions, just in the same 8th of the draw. It's just have all the champions in one segment of the draw next to each other. That's a great thing. But yeah, these 2, like we were just talking about head to heads, and I said I'd get some old historical data up between these 2 runners as we start in about 30 seconds time. Ryu versus What the Hells, and this wasn't updated since 2023, but even from then have played 6 times against each other in major kind of events, generally in main tournaments, league and francophone. And between those 6 matches, it is 3-3 each. So this is going to break the tie between them. Oh, and we're off.
Oh, yep, we're off. We got a child start, and for those who didn't catch it, we do have a Sapphire as our free. Not great to get a stone, but it's something. And then, of course, we also have Requiem, but instead of playing Requiem, we have both runners turning around, checking Ranch immediately, which is smart, but they need a couple bucks to play Super Cuckoos, so we're going to go get that money upstairs and pay Talon with his own pocket change.
Yeah, Ryu started talking to the guy and was like, oh shit, I need 10 rupees. And very handily, we're just going to rob Talon of his 10 rupees and just pay him with this money and go ahead with that.
All right, let's see how fast these runners can find these Super Cuckoos.
Yeah,
Hell's
this is
2 for 2. Damn.
What do they call it? Oh, what does Hyper call it? It's like a no, I can't remember. It's like a chick trick or something like that instead of a hat trick. I don't know. Like I can't remember.
A chick trick.
Somebody could correct me for that.
I got another one, but it's not race appropriate. But anyways, they filled their wallet with a huge rupee. So Talon's just giving away all of his savings. I guess Malon's not going to college.
Yeah, that's grand. I think these runners will probably just play Requiem outside of the... Well, depending on what this song is, but it's likely that they'll play a Warp song outside the back of the silo.
Oh, absolutely. Sun Song's nice to get early, especially if we end up having to do Skulls this seed. Might help with some routing and some quick movement from point A to point B, a lot of backtracking in dungeons. But let's go check the silo. Maybe something good is out of there.
Yeah, Suns is low-key like a good song to have early on because there's just a load of areas like Kiri Forest, Lost Woods that you can save a bunch of time on by warping back to the entrance that you arrived in those time zones that don't have flowing time of day.
Mm-hmm. As somebody who's still skilling up in Randomizer, I've really appreciated seeing not only all the Sun Song movement, but all the wind strats as well. It really helps you save a lot of time over the course of a round if you can find Wind and Magic early or Suns early.
Yeah, I mean, we know that Emo Soda will disagree that Suns is a good song, but, you know, some people you just have to ignore.
I take Emo's advice. He gives me good advice. So, I don't know. I get it. You don't want to sit there and play Suns when you could be doing anything else, but at least it's not the worst tune in the game.
doesn't look like there's anything on the hand, and we have opponents here. So, like, yeah, Sun's opponents, they're going to be kind of nice, but nothing that gives us an immediate change in routing.
Ryan is always reading hints faster than I can.
That was
I gotta go back to speed
OOT
reading.
is Saria's song, I think. Yeah.
You're correct.
I was like, it has to be like either OOT or Burning Cack, and it was too short to be Burning Cack, so I think it had to be OOT.
All right, and then we're getting Ryu getting their opponent song, and Hell's already saving Resaying to go back to Lon Lon. I'm guessing this is going to go either straight to market, get those foolishes maybe. Or
Yeah, this could be an interesting choice. Like, I think we could either see go straight to market or go to Lost Woods. I actually kind of like going to market here because of the foolish hints at the Temple of Time. And then you never know that your adult song might be Minuet or something like that, which saves you from hiking. But both runners here deciding to trek over to Mido's house, which is 4 checks. It's another song, a Saria song. You actually have the money to do like the scrubs, and you can play Sun Song out of those areas as well. So like it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, no, there's absolutely things to do here. You can also get that sword chest out of the way if you want, and they're already packed on rupees. So if they want to stretch for scrub in Lost Woods, they could. But we'll see what they get here out of the chest. That will likely impact their decision a lot if anything's good. Which we got one big one.
Yeah, see if there's any chews in these. It's a quite often brown chest that people will open for chews.
Oh, wow. We're stealing Mido's home defense system there. Fighting bow early.
Wow, if Mido can use a bow but Link can't, then that's well, a young Link can't, then that's concerning.
He just carries it to scare people away. It's not really.
Yeah, but look at my bow. I can't use it. I don't have the. I have short arms, but be fearful of this.
All right, well, we're gonna get a peek at Kokiri sword chest here.
Yeah, and we can just play Suns out of here as well, which is fab.
Oh yeah, good point. Big brain Sun Song play already.
Yeah.
See, now I'm learning.
Sometimes you like to go out of there to pick up the rupees, because it's like, I can't remember how many rupees. Is it like 22 rupees you can pick out of the maze? But like, we already have a full wallet, so there's no need for that.
Good point. And going up straight up to Woods, we're going to get another hint here, it looks like. Big Po's dead, it looks like?
Yeah, that means Big Po's, I was going to say... Like,
okay, it's already dead, but
is it more than 4 Big Po's? Because that would be a guaranteed. And I've played way too much RSL recently to be thinking about what that Big Po hint means for the number of Po's that are on.
Oh yeah, right. Frogs rang. Uh-oh.
Yay!
We started with Sapphire, Frogs is ring. This is a good seed.
Wow, we have no idea whether that rang is required at the moment. Of course, if it's going to be a medallion, the likelihood of that being required is, well, of course, it'll be guaranteed. Yep. But if it's a stone, then we will just have to question our life choices until then. Plus, Saria's is on OOT, so it would make it guaranteed AD.
Yeah. I do like Hell's going back for the Ocarina memory minigame. It looks like Ryu might be doing the same here. I know some runners like to skip this, but I don't know. I just don't know if you want to be leaving this to chance, especially early on like this.
Yeah, I think it's like you don't know whether this place is foolish yet. And that might turn some people off doing this check because it does take, 30 odd seconds to do. I have been skipping it in quals until I knew if it was foolish, but on reflection, I think that was a mistake, and I think doing it is the best thing to do.
Got it. And as chat's pointing out, all locations are reachable, so then this should be AD then, based on that hit. Hook 1 on 50, that'd be rude. Can even Hook 1 be on 50?
Yeah, probably.
Dang.
Yeah,
I was
definitely.
like, let me count my skulls on my hands. Hold on. Damn, that's brutal. It looks like we're gonna get another song here. Let's see what Saria has to teach us, and then we'll get another hint.
Yeah, this is the other advantage of coming here early rather than going straight adult, is that you get to pick up these SFM hints, quite powerful, plus the song.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Song of Storms. That's a nice one to get. Get a few more grottos on the way, maybe. Also, well.
Fountain to bongo. So that's interesting. That means whatever is in there is going to be behind letter. So we need to think about that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Storms gets us another check here in Kakiri Forest. Oh my goodness, that's the hammer chest is a strength. Wow.
Hyrule Evil Bane Path. What?
Okay, well, we're checking out these hints at the moment.
All
I
right.
should probably be writing these down somewhere, but like,
Yeah, I'm
just
letting you read them for me.
Okay, field to Bane, right? That's like, all right, that could be. It might just be the light arrows in field. Fountain to bongo could be lots and lots of items for that. We know that Shadow is now a medallion. The rolling boulders.
Central water pillar's hard.
No, that was the rolling boulders check.
Oh, the rolling boulders.
Yeah, that's the water BK chest.
I just saw a water temple, and I felt fear.
Yeah. It also means that water temple won't be hinted foolish, because we got to sometimes hint for water temple.
Ah. All right, so we're save resetting and now making the market play, it looks like. Makes sense. Got a few things to check there with our wallet full. And we can maybe get our foolishes finally. And yeah, as Emo called out, thank you very much. That strength hint for Flare would be strength 2 or 3, as we need.
Yes, absolutely.
We need to be able to push to get up there.
Yeah, even though nobody does, it is a requirement.
Logically, we need to push. Logically, Link has to lift a little bit.
Yeah, he has to have some strength at some point. Yeah, I wondered whether anybody would go to the well. I think that would be a really interesting choice with that Storms, but I think it's... You kind of want to do everything in one trip, and you don't have bombs, you don't have ZL, and it would be an interesting choice, a bit of more of a deviant-y kind of choice, but I think this is fine.
Yeah, I agree, especially without bombs. There's not too much you could do if you don't have ZL. I've seen some runners in brackets so far take the well without bombs, but they have ZL at the least.
Yeah, so then you can at least peek everything. There is the... Oh, there's a hammer. All right. Now you definitely want to go adult, because that's only usable as adult, and it's nice to have those there. Sheikah's Song of Time, Haunted Wasteland, Lost Woods is foolish. Ah. ABC. Oh wow.
Good.
Well, oh wow. What did I say? Oh, I never did. I never did the Ocarina minigame in qualifiers, and that was a mistake. Well, actually, maybe I should have just shut up and continued what I was doing.
Sure. Given knowledge that those are all safe plays by the runners. Knowledge at the time.
Yeah,
and
but
also,
just imagine if you didn't if you got that Lost Woods Foolish, you probably wouldn't do the bridge scrub, and you probably wouldn't get the Frogs 2 as a boomerang hint until later on. So maybe it was a good thing.
Yeah, actually, in hindsight, getting that hint's probably worth it, because we don't know where if it's got a copy and where it is.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, you might be really questioning your life.
Mm-hmm. You might be thinking, do I do Castle Grotto?
Yeah. And the answer is yes.
Oh, no.
Because
if someone in brackets is doing Castle Grotto, man, I hope they win.
They deserve it.
They earned it. They're here with Storms. Let's see what this hint is.
I think that was duplicate strength hint. Yeah.
Already. Yep, and Hell's out of here.
Some cool hints so far. This is fun.
Yeah, these are hints I don't always see. Or they're hints that are like kind of specific hints that give you nice information. Like when you get Flare Dancer as like nut upgrade, you're like, all right, whatever. The Flare Dancer with strength, you're like, oh, okay, well, I could climb for that, if I don't find Strength 2 somewhere else. So, something to play with.
It'd be fun if Spirit isn't. Well, no, it's 80, isn't it? So yeah, I was thinking if Spirit isn't required, sometimes it's like you get like 50 Strength hints, and it's like, if you don't need to do Spirit, you don't need Strength 2, you might only need Strength 1. Is it worth it?
Right.
But yeah, with us definitely needing to do Spirit in some way, shape, or form, then
it's AD because we found that Boomerang is on frogs and Saria's is an Ocarina of Time.
Here we go. Here's our house. There we go. Please.
He's in the zone already. Here are our medallions: Forest, Fire, Shadow, Water, Jabu, and Spirit.
Oh, Jabu is Jabu's a bridge condition. Okay.
Yep. Rush Fire. They have bow and hammer, but they are missing explosives, and explosives are a big deal. You'd be missing if you could you get key locked without explosives and fire right now? Because of that one bombable wall in the second room on the south side.
Yeah, well, I get, yeah, definitely so. Yeah.
And then also slow Volvagia kill without bombs.
Yeah, it's like I think that would be an interesting choice. Yes, it's progression, but sometimes you got to realize that it's not worth it. It's just time consuming.
Right into Lake was bad. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. there's the Bane hit.
Well, one's done. Okay. Yeah, that was the bean hints are dead. So lack of a need of setting the scarecrow there before that.
All right.
So we got Fountain Bongo, which really is nothing that we can do much with at the moment.
No.
Probably will wait until, well, we can't even get in there yet without ZL or hovers, but probably will even then wait for a bottle so we could do ice at the same time before peaking everything.
Mm-hmm. Both runners looking taking the CAC route, which is smart. They have hammer. They can open up that Redead Grotto like Hells is doing right now and check in there. And of course, there's lots of stuff to do in Adult CAC. Get a song out of there. Play around in the graveyard, maybe.
Have a play in the graveyard. Just why not? Just play with the stones.
Oh.
Ooh. Actually, that Goron Tunic is cool for having.
I think the seed is like, already. You better run up to that oven real hot, like real fast. Yeah. They want us to go fire.
Yeah, I would be absolutely delighted with picking up that Goron Tunic there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know these racers are really skilled and likely can manage a timer, but if you don't have to race the timer in the first place, that's just twice as nice. Don't have to worry about managing hearts.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about when you're going in with only 3 hearts and things.
It's dead. But the seed's already very exciting. Can't get heartburn on this one.
I mean, Boomerang Frogs too.
Yeah. This is the one my kids will be talking about. Nocturne off of Windmill, though. That's nice to have.
Yeah, that'll be... Oh, missing the jump there, but good job. RyuuKane fell on the right side of that fence. That makes it easier to reattempt this jump. So it's when you fall off the other side, you're like, fuck.
Absolutely. But it's really nice to get that Nocturne again early because they both skipped Child CAC, so they just saved a lot of time having to potentially run there later. And then we have Hells doing a Gallery, which stinks. We just have both runners going through here and clearing, and expect to see Skulls hints soon.
Yeah, you get a bit of a nice little micro-routing thing with Nocturne there, that you can play Nocturne from the Skull House, and then you can do CAC like backwards, basically. Do the Graveyard backwards.
Just don't forget Anju.
Oh, yeah, do that on the way. Yeah.
Oh, and also Cow and House. Well, not true Cow and House. Cow and Impa's house.
It's a cow and a house. It's fine.
It's a cow and a house.
Yeah, house.
Are we go mode yet? If anyone's capable of getting go mode in 20 minutes, it's these two runners. But unfortunately, no. We need to visit the frogs. They're not going to let us go mode this fast.
Yeah, Mel, in her power of being a tournament organizer, didn't have the ability to turn on Frog Shuffle with the other frogs. And for good reason, because that setting is awful.
Neighbors love, let's go!
What was the middle one?
I didn't read the middle one. but Nayers is on 40. That's the only one.
Yeah, I saw that was 40, but what did it say on 30? I
dropped? Okay, well.
No wonder why I was like, I didn't know what that was. I was like, huh?
How dare you say Nayers is a dead check? You're technically right, but it still makes me sad.
Yeah.
It's the only spell that loves us.
That is true. The
Both
only
runners
love you get
here.
in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's the hints aren't giving us a ton of direction. This is kind of an issue with the hint distribution. I say it's an issue. It's not an issue with the hint distribution. It's just a facet of the hint distribution. As we open up this big chest, I'll explain it in a minute. It's a strength.
Ooh, there you go. There's your first strength.
Just the way the hint distribution works is that you don't get a lot of path hints early, and at times path hints generally lead to like later locations. So sometimes direction of where to go early in the game can be just basically dictated by progression and density rather than path hints, and that's kind of where we are at the moment.
Mm. So it looks like Dampe stash up there, the crate, or whatever the nicknames you want to give it. It's just a arrow. So luckily we don't have to worry about coming back and planting bean or doing anything like that. And now we're going to raise Dampe. Get your guesses in on times, everybody. I'm going to say 48. Someone's going to get 48 seconds.
These both are washed runners, so I'm going to say 53.
Damn. I think you're throwing more heat than Dampe is right now.
Yeah, I should be helping people out who are playing OoT meme chat bingo by saying that chest is called the TARDIS. So there we go. You can.
That's true.
Mark that
I forgot.
one bingo card.
I was gonna say the Doctor Who thing, but I was like, I don't remember. I've watched 3 seasons of it, and it's all gone down my brain. I don't know where it went.
What did I say? 53.
Fire for Hells.
51 is
sent to the furnace.
53. Yeah. Yeah, Hells is actually going to get 53.
Oh, Dampe has all the love for us. 2 pieces of heart. Wow.
Yes, I got it.
Damn. You better watch yourself. Hells and Ryu are going to find you later in the alleyway. They're going to jump you.
That's fine. They're both lovable individuals, really. They're both love.
All right, Ryu finally getting around to check Impa's cow, see if it's okay. It's surviving in jail, leaving.
Yeah, there is a door for the cow to leave, and it just doesn't.
Is a hole in the wall really a door?
That's me. Maybe. Also, do you think like Impa will eventually like sort out the giant at the moment? It's fucking freezing, so like the heating costs will be going through the roof.
Yeah, right. Why would someone keep a source?
Fresh, yeah. Do you not have your own house cow for your own milk?
Impa's like, I need that calcium for my Sheikah abilities immediately. But both runners starting to get the cleanup on CAC over on Ryu's side, and Hell's already showing us we can climb that. And Hell's going straight into Dongo, which 100% makes sense. Got Hammer, got Strength 1. I guess you could do everything but go fight the big man himself, huh?
Yeah, you can use you can use the strength, or even if we didn't find the strength, you could have used the bow to blow up the bonflowers in the staircase room. So you're going all the way until the shortcut. So yeah, you may as well do it.
Yes, Colossus's lens, dude.
So right is small key, so that makes that long shot locked, and then left is the lens.
All right. Let's see what the next chest got for us here. Give us some shoes. Nope. More arrows.
So the now infamous Vidya James taught me a very good way of remembering how to remember the right and left hands. And
yeah? How's that?
The left one is the mirror shield because it lands on you, and it's the left one. And the right chest is just right there.
Okay, the right one makes sense to me. The left one, I think I'm gonna have to work on that one. But yeah, for those who may not have seen, go to YouTube after this race and check out Video James's video on Blue Dog racing and Majora's Mask. It's very good. I watched it myself. I enjoyed it very much. Also, then read the comments. It's really funny to see like YouTubers with millions of subs commenting on this out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
I think my favorite was
see, like the YouTubers like commenting afterwards. Actually,
it's really funny. H Bomber guy is on there and says, "Congratulations on outpassing all of your Mario Paint view count in one video." But Ryu just found Slingshot on top of DC, so some in chat thought that looked like Hookshot, but it was Slingshot.
Yeah, and I'm guessing RyuuKane did the Storm's Grotto whilst he was there and got a hint that said something, which I don't remember.
We're too busy with Video James lore.
Yeah, I was like, there's nothing that's going to happen that's new in the next 5 minutes, so I'm just going to like explain this. It was like, okay.
That's the problem. These runners are too good. They're too fast. They need to slow down for us.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Can everybody just slow down? This is too much for me.
All right. Well, we got 2 chests in here to see, so let's see what these are. That's no good. What about the other one? Still gonna go for it though, because maybe choose.
Yeah, this quite often likes to be choose.
Nope.
It's not.
Can't even afford choose with that.
No. So this is a case of being too quick. There is no way I'm ever getting a ground jump from that bomb flower ever. Like that is just rapid.
I think I did it once, and I was like, I don't want to have to do that ever again.
Alright, this is probably now, well, a short climb up whilst you backflip to get... I think Hells will pick up the slingshot. I think I'll be a bit... Well, I say that, but Target in the Woods is dead because Lost Woods is foolish.
Do you think he'll just do GTG as child for the fun of it?
yeah, we need the slingshot for that, yeah. He might skip this. You might not need to actually pick this up.
Chad has a good point, though. Child spirit check. We're not going to have boomerang until frogs, so getting that slingshot can save some time there. Especially if we don't find shoes.
It's fine.
We haven't found shoes yet, and we see where slingshot is. Oh, Wells is not going for it if he saw what it was.
I win.
That's all it is to you, winning, isn't it?
Hey, walking is slow, and if you can stop walking, it's great.
Oh.
It was a duplicate of that Zora Fountain hint.
Yeah, so you didn't miss anything. Alright, we're finally going to Goron City now. We're gonna go find our namesake. Think so. There goes Hells right inside. We do have hammers, so we also do maze.
Yeah, do quite a few handy checks here, plus getting into DMC too.
Mm-hmm. Hells getting my least favorite Skulltula token. I always miss it.
Oh, okay. No, there's what Hells just did there when you slash it and then jump slash is actually a really consistent method of getting that, and it looks really cool.
Oh, okay. I'll take notes on that one.
Yeah, you do.
I always try and backflip it.
Yeah, do a down slash. Wait for like 1.5 seconds, and then do a targeted jump slash, and you'll pretty much land on it.
But there's our second bow. Oh wow! Maze.
3.
Yes,
it's the hover boots.
And scale. Wow, what a nice maze.
Yeah, 3 there, and that's all like logical as well with the hammer, so that's nice.
Fire Temple is the theme of this seed so far, I'll say.
Yeah, with the hover boots, yeah. That's actually a great time picking up the hover boots because we can cross the bridge and pick up the song, and if you wanted to go into Fire Temple, then you can do.
Yep. Let's see what Link 2 has. A shield.
Shield.
Just not the kind to be excited about.
No. Also, hammer, nice for picking up this Medigoron hint.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even read it though. He looked at it and I'm like, dang.
Yeah, we've almost got a duplicate of every single hint that we've picked up. Like, we're almost guaranteed a new hint soon because of all the dupes we've had.
Yep.
Until we get a third Zora Fountain to Bongo hint, then...
It looks like Freestanding Piece is dead. I think that was a blue rupee. Let's see what Bolero is. Oh, ZL. That's nice. And it looks like Hells is going back to check the rest of Crater. Yeah, that's one thing that we were talking about going into fire right now. Is one thing that could burn you, pun intended, is Pierre. We don't have hookshot yet.
Yeah.
That would suck to backtrack to. And yes, also very slow without explosives.
Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking on what else you would do. Like, reality is you could go to GTG, like bow. It's in logic with the horse. You can do a good handful of checks there, but Fire Temple, yeah, it's a progression dungeon. You might get stuck though. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Maybe you go into Fire Temple and play Requiem when you're done with it and head to GTG.
You're taking crap shot between doing and leaving fire. Yeah, I don't think either runner is going to be super happy about leaving it. But also taking it could be a gamble worth it or not worth it. But we are going to have to do it eventually anyways. We're going to have to do everything eventually, it seems. So,
yeah,
it looks like
it's a good
Hells is
question
gonna go
of
check Fairy, though.
Good question of like where Bolero is, because this place can be surprisingly hard to get back to if you don't have Minuet or Bolero.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Hells blew up the boulder by the Great Fairy Fountain, which would... Oh, no,
Okay.
now that's funky. Okay.
Ooh, we get choose.
Now you can leave and just pick up choose. So... Heal to Morpher! Whoa! Well... Oh, jeez. Oh...
So that's probably boots out there. Could be a hook shot. Could be anything.
A hook. Could be a hook. That would be really nice to have a hook.
Yeah, that's really good info. So we could see Ryu is taking that fire play and doing what they can in fire. But with that info, Hells might do something else.
Yeah, I think Hells' intention may have been to go into fire after. Just field to Morpher again.
Hell's going out of the way for the hint to get burned.
Is Hell's going to get the SFM song? He knows it's Song of Time. Well, he should know it's Song of Time. You could pick up there. You could kill a school kid here and get 200 rupees too.
Oh, okay. That's a good point too. You could fill up pretty fast, yeah. Trying to jump over Mido, but he's been staying on his tiptoes, it looks like.
Everybody at Zavi 1337. Or 1337. There you go.
We have to ping him? Okay. If I ping Zavi, well, it makes me a better runner.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You get to steal his life energy.
Wow. All right, well, we got big key is a small key, and then let's see what's in this Wolfos Grotto and Sacred Forest Meadow here. Oh, maybe choose. Every small chest, I'm just going to say maybe choose, and it's going to be
maybe choose.
It's going to be blue rupee. Every time. I'm evoking it.
It's okay to abuse Zavi because he said something nasty to me recently, so he deserves it.
I'm going to need receipts on that one, sport.
I
refuse to believe Zavi's done anything wrong to you.
We were talking about something about the podcast, and I was like, "Oh, you're listening to it just to listen to me." He was like, "No, I listened to it just to listen to emo." I was like, "Oh,
I was
wow."
gonna say, I'm like, I just listen to emo.
I was like, well, damn,
I did listen to the most recent gossip stuff. So.
Oh yeah, let's Yeah, good. Well, we got a new podcast episode coming out soon. We have a really cool guest on.
So there is our Song of Time. Boom. And we have Ryu still working through fire, getting small chests and keys as fire loves to provide.
Yeah. So Hells is going. Well, where is he going now? Oh, he's going down the river.
Going river.
Okay.
Yeah, get in the boat, head down river, get them hints. You also might get reward on those freestanding items. You never know when something cool's just sitting there free.
Yeah, the hints. It's also a bit defensive against if people do head to.
What was that?
Early. That was a bow. I thought it was a hook shot.
I thought it was Poacher Saw, but I'm like, this isn't in this setting. What?
That's why my voice elevated in the middle of that sentence. I was like, is that a hook shot?
The bows were just out there.
Yeah, the bows were just available. Yeah, this might be, like I said, a bit defensive against people going to a river early by just heading to here now. But I don't know. I kind of like the idea of killing a school kid, picking up shoes, and heading to GTG. But this is also a big chest.
Cack is Minuet, it looks like. Burning Cack is Minuet. Oh, bombs! What about killing Skull Kids, Shuckles? We don't even need their lunch money anymore.
Don't worry. There's just a spare zero bomb bag in river.
GTG's bug bottle, we gotta go.
That's it, we need that one. Let's go. Well,
bottle in the toilet, bugs in the toilet.
Explosives just really easy. Yeah, Ryu climbed fire.
Yeah, I like it though. I liked the divergent. We finally saw a route divergence. These runners are really sharing a playbook here. Then all of a sudden, we talked about the gamble of leaving or taking fire. Ryu's like, I'm going to take it. Hells is like, I'm leaving it. And right now, it's paying off for Hells, but Ryu might find something really nice in here. So we'll see.
The issue is like you're missing out the bomb check in the big maze room, and you never know, that might just have been a key as well, and you get like weirdly stuck midway through, and it's kind of like, well, now you've got to climb the entire thing again when you come back here.
Yeah, exactly. Like I agree with, it's probably the riskier play because you're having to skip those bomb checks.
But that bomb bag, like that's just such a fantastic pull.
Yeah.
He might be a little bit like, oh, fuck, if you just went to river first, you picked this bomb bag really early, and you could have done the entirety of DC and things like that. But that's the beauty of 1v1 OOTA. You're playing against one opponent who may not make that decision.
Yep. So we see Hells making the Hierophil play for Morph a path, which there is a big chest. There you go. This could be the path. Let's see what it is. Yeah, there you go. Hook shot. Nice.
Yeah, hook in river. That's going to be path to Morpher. There was a BK chest in the BK was in the map chest. So he, like we suggested, Ryu got stuck in Fire Temple, but picked up the boss key, which is probably the nicest way to get stuck. Because you might not need to climb again now, except for the strength that's on the hammer check.
If Ryu can find a strength somewhere else, I don't really think this is much of a time loss. He might have got ushered into a really good route. We'll find out.
Yeah. Got the boomerang dupe in Open Grotto, so.
Oh yeah, he's definitely losing some time here on Volvis chat saying because of no bombs, so Volv will take a little bit longer to kill. But plenty of arrows, so just let loose, dude.
Oh!
Wait, boots?
The iron boots are just there as well.
Okay.
Right.
Arrow feels like, just go kill that little squid thing. Okay, cool.
Well, incoming third Hierophil to Bongo.
Oh, we're gonna go
That's Morpher even.
It's okay, they both have one big part that glows red.
It's just, I don't know.
Morph is just the whole thing.
I have no idea who these bosses are, where they come from.
I know where they're going there. They're going into the ground.
So let me tell you about Volvagia. Now, Volvagia has 2 hitboxes, which unfortunately doesn't matter because we don't have a bomb bag, or any kind of explosives. So who cares?
You want to tell where the second hitbox lives?
The second hitbox lives. I was going to say in my butt, but...
This is a professional commentary stream. I'm going to need you to up your game. The second hitbox, it lives under the center fire hole closest to the door. So that's why you see runners walk up, drop a bomb, walk away, and repeat. Because when Volvagia's flying form isn't active, it lives under there. Yeah.
That's the one. And that was, again, another one for the meme bingo fans out there. Oh, geez, Mel's summoned Trez. Now I'm going to get told off. Okay, I'm going to run away.
Someone's going to get banned here shortly, and it's going to become solo comms. All right, but we got Serenade out of Composer's Grave, which is helpful because we haven't been to Lake Hylia yet. So it'll be a fast way down there for both child and adult. I know we have horse, but runners seem to avoid wanting to call horse unless they need her, unfortunately.
Hells is having fun at the moment, picking up items and now coming back to Dodongo's Cavern. I think he's just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna do the dungeon I can complete. So we do need that Saria song for frogs. Going back and grabbing Rupee now, might as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we still need a ton more items, but this is a healthy selection of items. We can actually also do Forest Temple as well with what we've got, which I don't know if anybody's actually said that yet. Probably. I haven't really been paying attention to a lot of stuff.
That's okay. I'm covering for you. All
right, cheers, dude.
Forest Temple isn't on the mind so far right now, as it has Light Medallion. Doesn't do too much for us right now. I'm sure these runners are really looking at Spirit and Jabu like, I want to get in there, but we know Jabu's going to take a long time with Rang on Frogs. So that's not going to happen anytime soon, which I guess that makes the IGC Baron hint very obvious why it's Baron.
And the Forest Temple is actually weirdly deep because Minuet's on Burning Cack and Saria is on OoT. So you actually need you need quite a few items potentially before you can even get in there, depending on where the Kikiri sword is. So yeah, there's a likely, it's Med Forest Temple. It's got nothing in it anyway, but because of where the songs are, it might be deep anyway.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hell's no longer checking small chests because loaded on explosives and not going to pray for choose any longer.
Yeah.
So we're going to be taking out DC while Ryu's checking fairies after finishing Volvagia.
Did you call it Volvagia?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you say it the other way?
I say it Volvagia, darling.
Right, and I don't say it that way because people are mean. Be nice to the dragon. It didn't pick its name. Also, in Hyrule Warriors, there's a character named Volga, not Volvag, so just saying. It makes more sense.
So you can't make me laugh because I will cough up my lungs still until.
Well, maybe that's good medicine. I'll just get you to cough all up. Sorry, emo just killed me. All right. Well, DC's dead. I was in Dodongo's dead, as in we finished Dodongo's Cavern, it's dead. Not that it's dead. We need to do that. Looks like Hells is gonna backwalk up D&T again. Maybe get the slingshot this time. And then Ryu is save and resetting, so going back to Temple. I would be surprised if he goes Child.
I'm trying to work out in my head whether Ryu knows that Hyrule Field is Path to Morpha. I don't think he does.
I don't think he... Did he check that hint on the way down? It is the DMT hint after that fairy. I just didn't see it.
It
But he
is the
did just
DMT
get
thing.
Prelude. He got Prelude from Prelude. So
Well, that's nice.
yeah, and it looks like he's leaving. Yeah, so he wanted a song check, hoping that maybe it was something a little bit more worthwhile, like a bolero would be nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know that Hierophil is path to Morpher, but I mean, Hierophil is path to Bane, but we picked up the light arrows already. But he might be thinking about doing what I was thinking in the first place about heading to GTG, maybe.
Maybe bolero in ice then.
We're running out of songs. I mean, yeah, we're only missing. We know where Minuet and Saria's is, and so it's Bolero's the only missing one. Yeah,
that sucks. Easiest way to put it.
It sucks, but at least Fire's done, and if you want to pick up the Strength 2, and you need a lot of items anyway, it kind of makes going to Ice not feel too bad.
So Hell's climbed DMT to go back and Fire with bombs, which I think is a very smart play considering all the items he does have, and then of course Fire being required. So this is definitely the safer play in hindsight. Ryu, though, is starting to run up river and will likely find bomb bag soon. And there might be a internal eye roll on that one. Being like, I just did Fire.
We'll keep an eye on his face cam. Ryu's got his face cam on. So we'll see what his reaction is when he picks up this bomb bag. Like, he might be... He's just completed Bombless Fire Temple, and he's literally about to pick up a bomb bag. So he... Yeah, I would be so annoyed.
I would be a little annoyed. I'd be like, Especially at this point where you got to know Bolero's not an easy song check. So getting back up there is out of the way for sure.
Alright, reading the hint. Opening the chest. Oh, there was a little mouth like a little like...
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
there wasn't
with
too
it.
much of a reaction.
Again, he might not need to climb back for that strength. The other strength could be not strength 2 lock still. We have a lot of the game left to check. Of course, though, one of the themes of the seed is, hey, one of your strength upgrades is usually adult spirit.
Yeah. Even the mirror shield or the other strength is quite often in the spirit temple. So,
Yep, got a lot of checks in there.
Is Ryu going to take the hover boots into ice? Well, he doesn't have a bottle, but after fountain, is he going to have a dip?
Doesn't have boots either, so can't check bottom fountain. Well, he can't get whatever's there at least. No, he's going back and forth. All right.
Yeah, he could have done the fairy, and he could have done the freestanding, and then peaked.
So we already found hovers from Goron City, and we know Fountain is path to Bongo. So Dins, we're thinking in Fountain? Or Magic?
Dins, Magic? Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is... Shadow is a BK dungeon, so it would be something not required for Spirit Jabu, so...
I bring this up because in these settings, I believe Lens is only logical for a treasure chest minigame, right?
Yeah, and crossing the wasteland.
Crossing. Okay, got it. That's right. I always forget about this one because these runners are so good at reversing wasteland, where I just completely run it and get lost repeatedly.
Oh, don't worry. I've forgotten numerous times why, like, magic is required, and it's like, oh yeah, it's for crossing and things like that. But we did have Requiem, so the crossing logic is probably not needed.
All right, well, here is the small key behind the bombable wall that Ryu wasn't able to get earlier. So Hells is going to be able to go all the way up, as we knew that Ryu got locked climbing fire. So
yeah,
definitely need those bombs to finish this.
Yeah, I think it is prudent to go up all the way. I know you're missing Pierre.
And we can't pixel shot without long.
Yeah, I think picking up that strength 2 basically means you could go into the Spirit Temple now, which is another required area. So this is all kind of tying in quite well for Hells. That rhymes. I'm a poet, and I didn't realize.
Right. And we started with Requiem. Every time we get a free warp song, the seed's just saying, go do that thing, in my mind. So when you start with Requiem, the seed's like, go to Spirit.
Yeah, this will be the field to Morpher hint, actually, for RyuuKane, so I'll see how that influences his decision-making now. He's picked up Song of Time.
All right, looks like he's playing Serenade to go Lake.
Yeah, this might be doing the field checks. We know the adult bean checks are dead. He wouldn't be able to do them anyway without Pierre. But kind of doing field checks here makes sense.
Yeah, Minuet is behind Burning Cack for chat.
Yas.
Yas. Oh, looks like we're going to get another hint over here by Lakeside Lab. Oh, it's this Colossus Hands hint, which we've seen already.
What are we missing path-wise? We've got the 2 Hyrule Field hints and Fountain, so we're missing 2 path hints? Okay.
We could see Ryu go out to back of Lake to pick up those 2 hints, but most runners in this category don't opt to do that unless they're really feeling like they're lacking information. They are out of the way, and you always run the risk of them being dupes.
Hells is a definite not to do it of the back of Lake hint, so much so that there was one seed I played against Seisei where I got a hint that like a bomb bag was on School Mask, and I almost won the race against Seisei because of that. And even that didn't convince Hells that doing back of Lake hints works out. So he's like, we'll definitely not see Hells doing that.
Well, some runners just have some strong philosophies or some strong superstitions sometimes. I know in one of the other brackets, commentators were speaking about one runner's propensity to just not do Valley. If Valley's important, too bad. Just not doing it.
Yeah, it's interesting that like individuals have their quirks and things that they just don't do and things that they will do. So
yeah, sometimes there's just no logic to it. It's just entirely personal preference, and that's okay because sometimes that pays off. It's a randomizer. You can get rewarded for that playstyle sometimes, and you can get punished. You just got to roll with it.
Like I will never do if Spirit's a stone. I will never do Twin Rover. Like that check is slow, and I hate those women. So.
Oh, come on. They're just nice old grandmas who help facilitate a world conqueror. It's fine.
They have an attraction for my anus, so
it's not their fault. That's just one of the 5 words they know how to say.
Also, we never got Trez in here to tell me off, so that means I'm not in trouble.
Oh yeah. That or Trez is taking a nap. Trez, I don't know when Trez sleeps. I'm gonna be real. I'm like, when does Trez sleep? And the answer is during Chuckles' runs.
Yeah, he's something, that Trez. He actually came up as a topic of conversation on the podcast, and I think the word tyrant was used at one point. So
I'm sure by you.
Don't we love Trez, really.
True. All right, so we're up in Fire Maze now with Hell, so we're seeing some fresh new rooms here on the randomizer, as it looks like Ryu's going back into Woods. Oh, there's a piece of heart in Compass Chest room. And then we're going to navigate. Yep. That's a real fake door.
Yeah, these these firewall collisions are funky as great.
Highest Goron's got a key.
And the top cell in the maze was okay. Don't watch Hells. Nobody watch Hells. Nobody watch that. It's that is that's, I'm gonna shut up.
I'm like, he'll work it out. I'm not gonna say anything. He's got to navigate this one. Sometimes he's got to let him fly. We're saying flare dancer too, though. Hammer flare dancer. And it looks like Ryu's grabbing some skulls in Sacred Forest Metal. Up to 8, it looks like. Not bad. We might be able to see a 10 skull peak soon. Did Pierre have a key?
We haven't done Pierre. This was what I was trying to work out. Like, I think we've seen all the keys. I think there's a key in the upper maze, and I think there's a key in.
Well, there's high scoring. Yeah.
The highest scoring. Yeah.
So Pierre has to have an item. So that makes this a little scary. But both runners would have to backtrack to fire now, so they've kind of cut their time a little bit here. We might see fire backtracks later in the seed, potentially if they've already gone ice and got Bolero, then they may come back to fire. I don't know. Well, big chest on hammer, which is our strength.
I wonder what this will be.
I just spoiled it. You can't do that. Silver fingers.
It's the hover boots!
You walk on your hands?
It's a strength.
It's strength. That's our hint. Yay! And Ryu is in 4. So he's going to show those Stalfos what for. I just realized Hells named his save file Ryu. That's so confusing. Why did you do that, Hells?
Good job we've got the little name icons down at the bottom. Specifically for me, because I would be thoroughly confused.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's this little icon? Whoa! No way! Have you seen this hint dashboard thing on the commentator page?
No. Is there a button I'm supposed to click? Oh, on the left?
There's a little arrow that says hints, and you press that button, and all the hints are there.
I clicked that before, but there was like nothing in it, so I ignored it. But now I guess it gets filled out now.
Oh my goodness, I know what all these hints are now. Let's go. You don't need to write these down. Damn, this is what happens when you get stuck on speed gaming for a significant amount of time. Alright, this is the true way of beating Volvagia, by throwing bombs in a hole.
Alright, let's see what's up here in Compass Chest. I always forget which chest this actually is.
This is the map chest.
I had a 50-50 in my defense. It's
you don't get the compass chest is actually all the way by the blue Poe, which is, I think you're supposed to pick up the bow, and then you pick up the compass, and then you realize, oh, I've left checks that are bow locked in the past, and then you go back and you pick up the
That's exactly what I said when I played this game casually the first time. I left bow checks. Oh no, I better go back.
That specific phrasing. You left the bow checks in there.
All right, what's in the well? More bombs. Bombs in a well is telling us to go bomb well. That's my thought.
There's a potential that is bomb locked, depending on how like our songs are done, but like it matters whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. I was going back into Goron City after finishing Fire Temple, and Ryu is continuing to work through Forest.
Yeah, this is probably just the best time to do Forest Temple, so unfortunately, it is time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hell's taking the walk up to Forest. Seeing a lot of hikes today. We have some warp songs, just not the ones the runners have been looking for so far.
Yeah, whenever you don't pick up Minuet or Bolero, it can be a bit painful, but luckily for these runners, they're able to do these dungeons in pretty snappy time, so.
Mm-hmm. They're very fast.
And luckily, RyuuKane's like at least half-ish the way through a Forest Temple, so we're not waiting too long.
Mm-hmm. And he's already pretty rich in keys. There's a key here, and there's a key on the eye switch check in the pushable block room, so looks like the back half of the temple might be more items loaded.
Yeah. Classic Forest Temple. So how has everyone's day been? Everyone been alright? Everyone good? Everyone chilling?
Yeah, doing pretty good.
Everyone enjoying S8 so far?
Yeah, it's been excellent. A lot of great seeds. We were talking about it during introductions, but for those who came in late, we were talking about how the races have all been really tight. They've all felt like they could be grand finals matchups, including this one. Both these runners are extremely skilled and experienced, and they've been having a really hot Season 8. So we're really looking forward to all the races so far in Winners Round 1, but this one is especially looking really well already, especially since we've seen some route divergence and now some conversions here as they're both in Forest.
Yeah, I think this is one of the benefits of going back to the top 32 is that these runners are just, like, every matchup that appears is just, like, really, really cool. Like, I'm assuming Ryu was the lower seed of this and Hell is the higher seed, but the fact that these are just like two previous champions just playing in round 1 of this tournament is just shows the quality that is in the top 32.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, 22 and 11. Like, Ryu actually had a bit of a struggle, not a struggle, but like had to rely on his later quals to get through. I think he had 2 forfeits quite early, and so was deep in the qualifying pool early on.
No, yeah. I was looking at their the qualifiers that counted for them earlier, and while Hells has 2 qualifying runs of over 1,000, Ryu wasn't able to break that with the runs that counted. I think the highest was like 990, got very close. But Ryu never dipped below a score of 900 during quals, so still very good times put up.
Yeah, and Hell was the fastest finisher of any race in the qualifier because he won a qual with a 129 in a seed, which was just
that's insane,
unremarkable.
Yeah, like even if it wasn't a jet seed, he turned it into one.
I will say I came 3rd in that seed, so it's fine.
Wow, what a flex. Well, while you're over there flexing, it is the 1 hour mark, everybody. This is Zelda Speedruns. I'm Out of This World Burrito, and co-commentating me with today is Chuckles. And we also want to appreciate What the Hell's Happened, aka Hells, and RyuuKane, aka Ryu, for sharing their races with us today. And of course, we want to thank our trackers, Mixer, Moxie, and Virgil Dante. Without them, we wouldn't have such accurate item information like we do today. And of course, our restreamer, VT Slacker, who is keeping an eye on the race in the back end for us and keeping this running. So thank you very much, everyone, for being with us here today. This is just Winners Round 1. We still have another Winners Round 1 to go, coming up later this week. And we will have Losers Round 1 starting soon, and then Winners Round 2 starting pretty soon. It is early in the tournament season so far, so lots to look forward to. What are you looking forward to, Chuckles?
Wait, what?
Are there any races out there so far that you're like, yeah, I gotta watch that? Like, I know earlier in chat we were like looking forward to ATZ and Marco.
That's it. That's the race. I mean, if you want to know what races I'm really looking forward to, you've got to check out the upcoming episode of the Gossip Stone podcast coming to your ears very shortly, where we go through some of our favorite races. But yeah, Marco ATZ it's just such a matchup which I'm so looking forward to watching. There's a few good races, a few interesting results that have happened as well already. Some few kind of surprises, like and it's been a while now since this match, but Floosh Rock Shock was a bit of a, Floosh losing the first match there was a bit of a shock. This is one of those tournaments where I think anything could happen and anything is going to happen, except for me winning because I am not in this tournament.
Are you participating in Challenge Cup?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
All right. For those who may not be aware, on the sister stream channel, the Silver Gauntlets, they are streaming the top 33 through 96. Yeah, math. I was like, what's 64?
64.
So make sure you check out the Challenge Cup as well. This was a really, really competitive season. So I would top 96, really great job. There was I had the number and I think I erased it. There was like 200 people who logged a race, but I think there was like 150 that actually logged enough to count towards quals. So still getting top 96 is really admirable. That top 32 was very difficult to get into. It was very competitive. But I did try and get some podcast spoilers for y'all, but I failed. Chuckles is just tight-lipped on that one.
I may as well. Is this gonna work?
No, it's okay. Save the secrets. Everyone likes surprises.
I'm gonna just do my other plug, which is League, which hopefully will be starting again soon, but it's not open yet, so we're looking forward to that as well. There we go. I've done all my.
You done all your plugs. Now it's time for Meg, everyone's favorite Poe because she's purple. That's the only reasoning.
Because she's purple. I think she is the prettiest of the ghosts. I'll give you that.
I think her model is like the most unique with like how they did the head scarf, cloth.
Yeah. Whatever it may be.
All right, I'm looking forward to finding out what the 50th episode guest is. Emo, thank you for the tease.
Yeah.
If you all want to find out, you're going to have to go listen.
Exactly. That's it, Burrito.
Gotta use your ears. All right, we'll have to see what's in Phantom Ganon's basement. So, Phantom Ganon hides in the basement. Is he a gamer?
Because he's in a basement?
Well, that's what my parents always say to me. They call me a basement rat.
Well,
even though I don't game in the basement.
It's such an American thing to have a basement that's like
true.
And things like that. That doesn't exist it doesn't exist in the UK, let alone we don't have basements like that.
That's true. I learned that from somebody else from the UK. They're like, "You guys have basements?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "We don't." I'm like, "Oh."
I always see it in like American TV shows. It's like, "Oh, I'm living in my parents' basement," and it's like, you know what's underneath my family's house? Ground floor, probably the sewers. Like, there's no basement.
Jealous keeps the house warm. Either way, we're gonna see Phantom Ganon now. So let's see a nice quick kill here from Ryu. I hope, and I hope I didn't jinx it.
Yeah, well, we'll see what strat he does with this. Whether it's the general normal cycling or it goes for the posh swanky zero cycle, which is remarkably difficult and runners make look very, very easy.
Yeah, there's every time I go to do a boss after watching one of these top runners perform, I'm like, okay, this is easy. I'll just do what they did. Nope. I'm like, dang it. Got to put a little bit more practice in to do that. Yep, you're going for it.
Yeah, this is a very complicated method of specific downward slashes of your sword, using the bow to kind of like begin the staff twist, which makes him vulnerable to slashes, and then just like continue a cycle of doing that. And it's very precise. Ryu made that look very, very easy, and it's very, very not easy. So well done for Ryu for getting that.
Yeah, that was a very, very good execution by Ryu. And now we get the Force Medallion for Ryu, and then we're going to warp out. And it looks like Ryu's going to get these tree checks for the hints. So let's figure out what's on these gossip stones.
Still missing two patents, so...
Ocarina of Time Saria song. I already knew that.
Classic duplicate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is he going to jump up from the other side? I always go around. I always mess this jump up.
Yeah, you can use the hover boots to just hover over.
Oh, good point. Totally forgot we already got butter on our feet. Deku Tree. Purple repeat?
Yeah.
Oh, Skull Mask, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't need to do mask.
Don't need to do the mask, but always good to have the Kakitan mask so you don't randomly show Zelda's letter when you're trying to do other stuff.
Yeah, that, or if you're just, might as well complete it on your way, should that be important. You don't really want to go out of your way to pick up the mask if you don't need to. Are you getting close on those skulls? Already at, I think that was the 14th.
Yeah, that's cool. I wonder if this is just DC from Ryu now, and then once DC is done from Hells and DC is done from Ryu and Forest is done from Hells, they're going to be neck and neck again. So, Ryu's heading towards the river. Is this an ice play?
Could be, or maybe just want to get some more skulls while it's dark. So grab one from Zor's fountain or Zor's domain.
Just getting from ice if you're heading towards ice. So
yeah.
Ooh, this is a bit of an ESS alignment to get here.
Covers from the right. I just do from the left side.
Yeah,
it requires less thought.
If it is just like an ESS setup though, that would be really kind of consistent to get on with. So Jack says it's 2 ESS right from there, so yeah, alright. That might be better than doing it from the left. Fortress Twin Rover. It's a new path in.
Fortress Twin Rover, that could be
probably the Mirror Shield at this point.
Probably, yeah. I'm looking at our items like probably Mirror.
Could be Fire Source. Could be Long because it's long shot locked.
Right. Getting that KZ skip. Nice.
Actually, I think the likelihood of it being long is pretty high. With water being a BK condition.
A BK sword to get OOT. Ooh, that'll be deep. Alright, we're gonna see what's bottom of a fountain here.
Yeah, this is path to Bongo, so...
Okay, well, it's not the freestanding item on the iceberg, so... That looks like a heart container?
Yeah, so it's going to be
so maybe
inside
a fairy.
here.
It's gotta be fairy, right?
Yeah,
Unless
it's gotta be...
Yeah, it's gotta be fairy.
Here. Din's magic.
Lakeside Labs Bloopy,
Mm-hmm.
I think. All right, fairy, what you got? Magic? Nope, it is Din's. All right. We got the firepower, but no accelerant.
Yeah, that kind of tells you a bit about the key logic in Spirit Temple, because you won't need a fire source to get a key.
So Ryu opting to skip ice and play Nocturne and get out of there.
He doesn't have a bottle yet. He can't do ice, actually.
Yeah, he doesn't have a bottle, so can't really do anything in there. I think he's going to go check his 10 skulls. And maybe get a Skulltula on the roof. Filling up that wallet. All this money to spend and no chews in your inventory. Tier.
Yeah, this is just doing DC.
I don't think he stuck his head in DC yet either, right?
I'm pretty sure he's done the first part of DC.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, so finish DC. Finishing fire makes sense why he's up here as well. And then we see Hel's checking the hints. Outside Deku.
Yeah, a bit of a... It's kind of a bit of one of those scenes where you just feel like you're walking around in circles a lot. Like you're just going to CAC, DC, DMT, DMC, Forest, River, DMT, DMC, Goron. We've just done the same loop for like the last hour. It feels like
all the backtracking feels bad, but that's just what you have to do sometimes. There's really not much you can be doing about it because the warp songs that would save you the most time between these locations are both blocked to much later.
wonder if Hells is going into...
You think he's going to go Domain Fountain?
Yeah.
Pursue that bongo hit? Prelude is vanilla, yes. He could do Fountain of Spirit. He does have strength too.
That's true. Yeah, he has the option to do that next.
Hmm.
Yeah, pick up this path item. You'll see the other side of entry.
Yep. Got to see both 2 different ways to get in with hovers.
There we go.
Runner's showing off all the tech today. We're going to see another KZ sip here in a second. As Ryu finishes off Dodongo. He's going to get the Robo Path and go to Fortress. That's true. If you can get, especially Mirror Shield or Long Shot before going to Spirit. Because we do know that key is on right hand. Long Shot would be cool.
You pick up this actually probably a well-timed hint because you're gonna want to try and pick that up before you go into and do any of Spirit Temple.
Hmm.
Kind of makes you think: do you have to? Are you stuck doing GTG at that point?
Are you stuck doing it?
Yeah, because you're there. You don't have FW. You're still missing items.
I think it'd be the safe play. But this is brackets. They might play a little aggressive and just
Yeah,
go straight to Spirit.
well, yeah. I mean, Hells is the more cleary of these two. Really, used to have quite a bit of an aggressive strat to him, but I remember kind of commentating in S6 when he won it, kind of being like he definitely calmed down that aggressive kind of tendency that he used to have. So I think it could be a viable option to maybe even just do the quick half of it and then skip the back half of it. And then just go and do Spirit. So I've definitely seen an increased amount of runners like half doing stuff. Like Shaw's half doing kind of like ice and bottom of the well and like just skipping stuff within areas that you're in rather than just like globally and missing big regions.
Sure. I think part of that might just come down to, again, the competitiveness of the season. People feel like their skills are getting pushed and they need to start taking risks, and hopefully that those risks pay off. So yeah, definitely see Ryu going back to finish fire, which again, that is, I think, the safe play to do here now that we have bombs to clear so we can go further up and we get that strength too. Still can't check Pierre, which Pierre does have an item based on key logic. Hopefully it's not important.
Hell, let's take the iron boots off. There we go. Yeah, this is Ryu's kind of time loss in this segment here because Hells was able to do this in one segment with the bomb bag. Ryu's having to re-climb the fire temple because wasn't able to get to a place where they can go and get the strength 2 in the first run of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a gamble for sure. And unfortunately it didn't pay off. But there's still other gambles to play, so like that skipping GTG might be a gamble. That pays off. And maybe one of those runners do that. Right now, though, they still have a lot of progression stuff to do. Without Kokiri's sword, though, I don't think many of the runners are tempted to go Child at this point, since we can't get into Deku. You could go down and mess around in Well, though. That's probably the only thing you would do, but it seems a bit out of the way at this point, especially with, dungeons accessible, especially for Hells. He already has Silver Gauntlets, and Ryu will have them soon, so Spirit definitely looks more attractive.
Yeah, Hells is getting on the horse to go this way.
Yeah, I think he's going to just go straight across from Valley, check Megaton Hammer, Boulder, Chest, and then, unfortunately, he doesn't have Choose, so he can't peek the crate. He'll probably just go straight into Fortress and start following that Twin Rover path.
Yeah, could do the blind hover boots recoil method. Oh, that's fire arrows.
Oh, and he wants them.
Yeah.
Never know.
Will help out with Shadow 2 if he has to do it. Makes doing fire lot checks and spirit quicker. It's there. Like, may as well.
Yeah, why not? Just need some magic. So Tech Grotto was fire arrows. Might need it for a shadow trial. I don't think I've seen any runners dip any trials so far. I don't think in these brackets. There might have been one, but they're starting to blur together for me already.
Yeah, IGC's a weird kind of dungeon. I've noted this already. I think it's the I can't say this word. The specificity of
the specificity
of the two medallions that you need to have, and the light arrows being absolutely anywhere. I think it's limiting the access more than what we were expecting of IGC in these settings than what was maybe predicted.
Alright, so Hells is up to 13 skulls. And
chest.
Hammer chest is good. What is this? Oh. Hey, if you got East Central Pillar, there you go.
How is this going to jump down to the waterfall at least?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you knew how to do the hover boots recall strat, and then you could peek the crate as well. It's risky. It's like not the easiest trick. And if you fail it, you're going all the way to Lake Hylia. So maybe just keep him for the safe method of just doing this check here.
Mm-hmm. Looks like the waterfall is container.
This is a damage buffer here with the Ocarina.
My favorite damage tech here is when they don't have bombs to do this, and they have to get shot at by the Octoroks.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
And then the greatest thing is actually having a fairy and dying and then using the fairy and then having to do it all over again.
Yeah. Octorok bullies.
Yeah, what Hells did there was use 2 bombs, and that Elon, I think it helps out with being able to buffer it because there's 2 things.
There's 2
I don't
boxes.
know actually. I don't have a clue actually. I'm saying things that sound right, so like
Use the 2 bombs because 2 bombs are better than 1.
That's it.
Double team the Octoroks, but it's a specific location. Yeah, good point. There's a bit of you got to be tighter on the bombs. Are definitely faster and easier if you got them.
Yeah, you kill yourself there because you spawn back up to the top of the Gerudo Valley.
Yeah, that's why Hells went into the Carpenter tent before jumping down to set his spawn location back up there.
Otherwise, you're going all the way back round again from Lake Hylia.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very pretty Gerudo outfit.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm sure this is like the fun fact that almost everyone knows, but the color of her outfit is whatever Link's like default tunic is.
Well, it's actually...
Is it more complicated than that?
Whatever color you've just picked up. So it could be the gauntlets. It could be your gauntlet color if the last thing you've picked up is the gauntlet color.
Got it.
I don't know if there's like a priority to whatever color it picks up, but it can be your gauntlet color as well.
Yeah. And if anyone asks why, the technical explanation is haha memory funny.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. HBA has the item because it looks like Big Chest on top of Fortress is dead. Mm-hmm. So let's see what's on HBA.
Let's go. I'm calling long shot.
You're calling long shot? All right, I'll believe in the mirror. Just for some variety here.
I think it's likely. I think it's got to be one of the 2 of them, and then it's just gonna. It'll be magic, and we'll both have egg on our face, and that'll be funny.
Bruto's letter. Let's go.
Who had a problem with the ledge, but actually still got there, so that's pretty good.
Yep, there's his silvers. So he's done in here. He's warping right out of here.
Look at this.
With a Requiem. Going straight to Spear.
Wow.
I like it. Oh, yeah. You know what? He might be reversing here for Twin Rover Path.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the long shot. You win.
What do I win? What do I get?
I'll put an emote in chat. That's what you win.
All right. Okay. What emote is it?
A confused looking dewback.
Okay.
So, group return over is long shot.
You know, we never
Yeah, we
got
have-
Trez in chat. Did Mel get her points refunded to her? Like,
Maybe.
can we make sure a mod ensures that, please? Mel didn't get a proper blame Trez.
Oh, there's a third bomb bag in GTG. Hell's taking the, I think, safe play of going here and taking on GTG before heading out.
I agree, Mel. It wasn't worth the 50k. He has to come into the chat. So,
Mm-hmm.
mod refunder, please. From command of the commentators.
Oh, one commentator. I'm not commanding anything.
Mel did get her points back. It's fine. All right. Okay, we're all good.
Oh, we'll be seeing Ryu walk right by the torches, as we know Haunted Wasteland is dead. Our favorite Baron hint.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool. All right. I completely forgot that. What was it? I just remember the Lost Woods one and the
Lost
IGC.
Woods, IGC, and Haunted Wasteland.
Alright,
So that's also why we won't be seeing Shadow Trial today. Sorry, Fire Arrows. Maybe next time.
Summon him again.
I'm out of weaker monsters to summon Trez. I need to draw more cards. Let's see how these wolf flows.
I've always lost money in betting on ZSR, so I have 0 points.
You should probably stop betting then.
But I'm an addict.
Now I'll win for sure this time.
I'll pick the right runner. His name is Gambler.
All right, well, we're about to see what's behind Silver Block here in GTG. Hopefully it's not just 3 keys. I don't think Hell's peaked the middle room yet.
I don't
So
think
I'm
so even. No.
I'm not sure. Hell's is just like, I'm doing this anyways. I'll find out later. All right, key. Cool. Small chest in the back. Another small chest. Oop, and a big chest. Yeah! Stone of Agony!
Woo!
Stoners win!
One of our meme percent items. Mark that off your bingo cards.
What are we missing for meme percent? Full meme percent?
I don't. What even is meme percent? Like, isn't the ice arrows actually useful? I don't think it exists anymore.
Yeah. It doesn't exist. That we randoed out the meme.
Exactly.
Unlike this big chest. We randoed in this big chest, which is more money. So we know Toilet's dead, so we're not going to be seeing anyone go for a dip today, unfortunately.
A dip in the toilet.
Refreshing. It's fun. It's like a water park, but with more clams.
I'm looking forward to see if Ryu decides to go into GTG or not.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think
He
it
took
would
the
be a
time to reverse all the
bold
way out
move.
here. I would, but I'm not Ryu. And Ryu's the one who's in brackets, not me. So maybe you should follow Ryu.
You would feel if the mirror was in here. If that was the mirror shield, I think you'd leave it. But
Right, but it's not.
I think because it's the long shot, I think yeah, you reserve yourself doing GTG.
There's still so much missing. GTG's this worth it. We still
Yeah.
need. We don't know where K-Sword is. Still need letter. Still need mirror. We hope we don't need lens.
I think if Ryu just follows exactly what Hells does at this moment, then he will end up being behind him. So he doesn't know it, but he's going to have to, deviate in some way, shape, or form.
He went the other way. Never mind, he's not peeking the maze. He's committing, I think. All right, so I think he is going to do what Hells did and just clear GTG.
Yeah.
Because Hells hasn't found anything where it's like, oh, I'm out of here. And Hells just went in the maze and was unimpressed. So the Dinoflows are the last thing packing anything. So let's see what it is. And it's a key.
I think
like, all right, I'm gone.
If I was playing a really good runner, I think this would be a good choice to skip to get, 8 minutes? If there's nothing in here. And you could even just come in here and peek the maze and do the quick checks and then just leave and just avoid the back end.
Yeah, oh, there's a big chest up here and hit him.
There's a big chest.
All right, GTG's got none.
All right.
It's got stone and double defense. Those are the 2 meme items.
There we go.
Are we still missing 1 path?
I think we are. I think we got 2 fields, 1 fortress, 1 fountain.
Okay.
Listen, what will probably be the thing is though, it's going to be a Baronade hint, and it's probably just the letter. Well, it's the letter. Okay, I say just the letter. We don't have the letter, so
exactly.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty cool. That's useful.
Maybe
I'm a little surprised. We're almost hour and a half in now. We still don't even have a choose. Not even a 5-pack. We're really explosive poor this scene. Granted, we have all the bomb bags now, but ignore that.
This is really smart of Hells of picking up the long shot and now recognizing he can actually long shot this valley check.
He's being thorough.
Yeah, this is a really kind of way of forward thinking about the items that you're collecting and just making sure that you're getting everything. He's actually going to head into Water Temple here. Yeah,
I was about to say, I'm just like, oh, he's going this way. Is this faster than playing Serenade to get into water? Because we know Lakeside's dead.
No, you play Serenade. But I don't think Hells has done anything. These are hints here. So
he hasn't done this hint yet. Okay, got it. He's getting info. We saw Ryu get this hint earlier.
Do the back of Lake hints.
That's what it was. I was just like, why don't you please? Sometimes you forget which runner found what.
Hells, do back of Lake. Do it. Do it.
Do it. We want to know. Do it for the fans. No, he's going in. If you do back of Lake, probably be after water at this point. Drain the lake, go back, check it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think like path prioritization. I know I hate kind of talking about it, but what is the likelihood that water is actually going to have something? I don't know, and I don't care.
Why do you hate talking about it? People love talking about it. Why do you hate it?
I know. I'm just gonna watch it and have fun rather than burn in my brain. I have to think about the logic when I play this game. And I just want to have fun and meme and joke. I just want to watch the
game. That's fair. There are definitely some commentators who I noticed where they do really love talking about logic path hints, and I see chat respond to that as well. There's some people who just their favorite part of Randomizer is the puzzle of it all, and then there's other people like me who, monkey brain, make him do gainers. Like I just want to see the chat.
Yeah, I like the interest in routing. I like the interest in decision making. I like seeing the execution. Honestly, the logic side of things it's obviously not my strong suit. If anybody's watched any of my commentary in the past, and I'm happy just to be surprised when some wacky play happens and the item suddenly is there. So
well no, it was funny. Speaking of logic, this is on topic and fast. I was watching Hyper. I think he was doing the weekly. He's doing a weekly or a practice, and he had some hint path logic for Goron City, and it was like. It was one item and then fishing bottle. I'm like, could it be fishing bottle? And he's like, no, it can't be fishing bottle. I'm like, you gotta make the next settings fishing bottle logic.
Get that emotional support fish.
Yeah, I love the fish. He flops.
Hey, if you make open fountain, then bottle could be logical.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the only bottle of the 4 available.
So if Hells finds boss key fast, do you think he's just gonna go kill Morpha and dip out, or do you think there's enough missing here where he wants to stick around and do all these checks?
This dungeon sucks.
It does suck. It's very slow.
I mean, I like it, but it sucks for finding items in.
Yeah.
It's slow. You've got a big high dense area of progression that you can do next. I think the likelihood is not very high. I think especially because the long shot, the iron boots even being path to Morpher makes it a bit more sticky. I think it's better to leave if you find the boss key early.
Yeah. You're doing a good peek there, seeing a small key.
Yeah.
So we see Ryu actually in Valley going back, probably going to do that hammer chest, maybe grab some more skulls, as I believe he's only missing like 4.
Yeah, they've kind of been good collecting the skulls, but actually I don't think we've handed anything in yet for the skulls, so it's kind of...
Ryu did hand in the 10.
Oh,
it was,
yeah.
I think it was rupees or something.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's kind of doing dungeons just kind of means you pick up the skulls just naturally. So, and we've had suns, so
yeah, we've had a hook shot for a while, and since we know it's AD, they're like, there's lots of skulls to route in here, and since we know 30 and beyond is dead, you're not really going to be stretching. But sometimes pushing skulls early can be beneficial, if we've seen in some seeds before this season. That 20 can be clutch.
Did we have a pillar hint?
Pillar? I did not see a pillar hint. I thought I saw a pillar hint, but I was
There
wrong.
was definitely a rolling boulders hint. Hells hasn't done the...
Oh, right, there was the rolling boulders hint instead.
I
wrote that down. Water boulders is a piece of heart or something.
haven't kind of been keeping an eye on what the checks are in Water Temple, but I feel like we found and peaked a lot of keys.
We've seen a lot of keys. If there's anything, I think it's going to be Central Pillar or up here behind Dark Link. Or maybe it's on Morpha. Maybe Morpha's holding magic. Wouldn't that be fun? One locked item, one locked key.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I think water is really cool, because of you can use the key layout to help you out, and it's even better in beatable only. Because if you find 3 items in the unlocked area, then that puts the locked area out of logic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we see these runners skipping a lot of these small keys they're peeking, because they're like, I have enough keys to work with. I don't need that.
Yeah, there's the BK.
There's the BK. And we're going to go check out River. Snake River. There's no snakes, though. Sorry.
There are enemies of some form in there?
No? I mean, there's unless you count whirlpools and holes as enemies.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, the Dragon Room has enemies. That's got a...
Oh, there are pieces of heart in there. I was like, there's something in there. And like, not recovery hearts.
Do you find love adversarial? The only dungeon you don't like is Jabu? I think that's just a pretty normal take. I think everybody dislikes Jabu. Does anyone like... Jabu the dungeon, not the whale.
Yeah, Japanese.
Hell saw what it was. It clearly wasn't important.
Yeah, it was an item or a key, which...
I love the whale. Don't hate on Jabu. Can you imagine being the guardian of the fish people and all you do is sit there and they bring you food? What a life. MQ Jabu? Yeah, well, MQ Jabu's got milk, so it makes it immediately better. Milk that's in the walls and upside down.
Yeah, MQ Jabu's cool.
I think MQ Jabu is the only MQ dungeon I prefer over normal play. Oh, maybe I'll give it to Water Temple because it's Storage Temple.
Oh, Water Temple is the worst. They replaced all the good puzzles with Stalfos and Dodongo sex rooms. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
I think the issue is the water rooms are designed in a way where sticking enemy in it isn't obnoxious. I think I hate Tektites the most just because I got scarred by that one dev being like, what do I put this Tektite at the top of this water geyser, and it's going to hit them every freaking time if they don't wait for it. Rude. Luckily, we can skip that room a lot with hovers or a nice time jump here, but casually, that's frustrating.
That's true.
Ryu peeking this key. Let's see what Morpha has. I'm gonna laugh. It's a key. Morpha often leaves the keys to his own room in his house.
See what this item Morpha is.
Ooh, Poe and bottle, but we know Big Poe's dead. But we have a bottle now, so that makes ice an option.
We do have a bottle, so we need to empty it, but bottle nevertheless.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the sun's got something. Poke its eye out. I could not see what it was. I was literally
the sun was blinding me.
I don't know how like some of these runners do that. They shoot it and they see like 3 sparkles and they're like, "That's garbage," and they leave. Skipping fishing, go back. The fans want to see you fish, Hells. Okay, so I think Hells here is checking fairy and then maybe going to spirit.
Yeah, it seems like a smart move. Like this has kind of been, you know, go to path locations, go to dungeons. There's not really been any huge decision making needed to be done. Like we've kind of been dictated by the pathants when we didn't have any progression to do, and now we've just kind of been doing progression. So after the Spirit Temple, we may develop some questions.
Mm-hmm. Well, we see Ryu actually doing something different and peeking Central Pillar, which looks like it's nothing. So we know Hells didn't miss anything down there, as I believe Hells skipped that. But yep, going straight into Spirit. So we haven't really seen any of Spirit so far. So this is all going to be new information for us here on the restream.
Yeah,
and we're starting with adult side. Were you getting trolled by Tektite? I always get trolled by Tektite. I'm a magnet.
Yeah, Tektites are mean. They're mean dudes.
Mm-hmm. Tektite's and Octoroks. All the worst enemies in this game are wet, as in water. I had to add that because I knew what you were going to do.
I wasn't saying anything. What about Keese? Ice Keese? Hello, they're terrible.
Technically, the water trial in Ganon's castle is all ice themed. Therefore, they're a water enemy.
Okay, all right, okay, that's acceptable.
Oh, they're your strength. Look, they're strength 2 locked.
You said that very early, so
surprise.
We knew that was happening.
There's your strength 3. Yep, fire strength is required. So when Ryu runs into that later, he's going to be mentally thankful that he went back and finished fire and got that. So, again, very smart plays by both runners this whole seed, making really good decisions with the information that they have.
Big chest here.
Oh, wow, Spirit with another bottle.
Yeah, and there's no there's no small keys, so we are child locked. So,
yep. And that's interesting. But that's a good point to get child locked at, getting letter, and then you're like, all right, I'm out of here, even though we can't do crap in Jabu until we AD. So,
hey, that slingshot that Hell wasn't skipped right at the start of the seed?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You might have to go and buy some shoes. He's got a load of money.
Well, see, what's troll about this seed though is we started with Sapphire, so we're like, all right, we're close to AD, but then Deku has Emerald, and we still don't know where Kokiri Sword is, and we're almost 2 hours in. So, where is it, gamers?
It's always late. The Kokiri Sword. It's always a bit of a missing item, I find.
All right, I'm just gonna say it's bottom of well. Just flat out. Yeah, and also, good point, that it is hour and 41 in, and we're just seeing Child 2 from Hell, so we had a lot to do in Adult.
Yeah, we just kept on picking stuff up.
Oh, just love from Bombchu Bowling Alley today, so we're gonna skip that. We don't need that.
Nothing from there.
Nope. Buy and choose. For a second, I thought he was just gonna Hail Mary chess mini game. I was like, wait. Lens to chess mini game, K sword. That'd be mean, but worse things have happened.
Well, I guess the Kikiri sword is actually path to Jabu, isn't it? Like, because of how because completing Deku for Saria is just locking the boomerang.
You're correct.
So
it is.
That Baronade hint might actually be pointing towards the Kikiri sword.
Oh, that'd be nice. You know, I wonder if Hells is going to play for second Gossip Stone here, or is just going to check Fairy and leave?
It's one of the things, like, if you're here missing a path in, I think it's worthwhile picking it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we could get Hyrule Castle 3.
I like how we joked about that earlier, too, but now we're at the point where it's like,
That hint could be really important, but you might just pick up, like, Spirit Temple to Baronade, and it's just for that letter that we already know.
Yeah. Nope, he's out of here. He's like, screw it, Requiem, Child Spirit, let's go.
Okay, alright, well. I didn't say I didn't tell you when that ends up being your Ice Cavern to Baronade hint.
I want to tell him not to listen to you, but one, I know he can't hear you, and two, you were right about long shot on HBA, so I have to give you something.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
You're doing good so far.
There's a lot we can do in Child. So we've got this Child Spirit, there's Bottom of the Well, there's like Child Goron City, there's like Child Domain. Like there really is a lot of child stuff to do.
Well, this seed really loaded us up on an item specifically for adults, so there really wasn't much incentive to go back to child unless we had to, and now we've gotten to that point where it's like, okay, I got a bottle, I can go back to ice, or I can go child and do a lot more stuff. Let's go child.
Ideally, you want to pick up the Kikiri sword in this child segment, so you can do Deku and then pick up the All Dungeon Song, and then get the Rang, and then do Jabu as well. That would be really.
Just watching Hells take out this room. I'm one of the racers who goes, let me put on Hylian shields. I'm always afraid of fire keys.
Yeah, I mean, putting the Hylian shield on and just running in with a bomb is the quickest way of doing the room. So.
Why is Sun Song before entering Spirit? Setting time of day for later? Probably.
Is he setting up Dampe time?
Oh, yeah.
So he's just going to play Nocturne next.
Yo, I love that shoe strap, by the way.
Yeah, pretty large window.
Almost got trolled, though.
That bubble is a nightmare.
I love that bubble. He's the big boy.
The hitbox is huge.
Came in like a train.
Yeah.
I also love that skip minimal, like a little time save there by skipping the little cutscene by jumping into the gap after killing that. So we need that key to get up. Can't skip it.
Yeah, this is the only key available before we climb.
That's why you don't roll.
Yeah, because otherwise you go and like get yeeted.
Are you okay? Sounds like you rolled into your death.
I think it must be to do with like how the iframes interact with the hitbox and things like that.
Oh yeah. Well, there's Ryu getting his strength 3, so again, he's probably like, all right, good thing I went back and finished fire and climbed for that strength 2.
Oof.
Oh, Hell's getting trolled by the Skulltula. Couldn't get him on the wall, so hit him on the floor. Damn that Waltula.
That is great.
Alright, let's see. So do you think he intentionally skipped Slingshot on DMT earlier, or do you think it was a mispeak?
He intentionally skipped it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's slow.
It is slow, and then we know Woods is foolish, like you pointed out earlier, so we don't need to do Target in the Woods.
You wouldn't have skipped it if the Lost Woods is... If that wasn't hinted foolish.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody laughed at me. I don't think everybody laughed at me, but that's what I just had in my head.
Magic, yeah, good point, Fox. Magic locked in Spirit. What a fun position to be in. And we already have Dins and Fire, but we can't do anything with it. Seed's really starting to twist our arm here. especially with all the backtracking and walking we've had to do with no menu at Bolero.
Yeah, I'm just like Ryu's heading towards Child Spirit. Like, haven't been keeping an eye on Ryu's side, but did he do Bomb Tube Bowling and Din's Fairy?
Ryu? No, I think he went straight to Spirit. But we know that they're dead anyways from Hell's side, so maybe he's just taking a calculated play there and hoping they're not important. As for the question, have we checked outside Ganon's castle? No, we have not.
No. Mm-hmm.
Throwing the rock is slow.
Okay. This is going to be Nocturne to do Dampé.
Yeah, that makes sense. After setting time of day with Suns when entering.
He'll get enough
smart
schools
time
to
of day
do.
management.
He'll get 10 and 20 schools.
Yep.
Maybe from here.
Yeah, I don't remember how many Hells has. I know Ryu's at 20, but has not been able to turn them in yet. All right, Dampé, what do you got?
Probably the well at this point as well.
Oh, absolutely. Coming here with this setup, I would do well. Yeah. And I'm not good. Nice. You're set to do well. Yeah, you don't have K-Sword, but who cares? You got sticks.
Let's see what this number is. 15?
Oh, 15. So needs 5 more. Without Boomerang, that's pretty tough to get out of well. And doesn't have Slingshot, so can't get the one on the ladder, right? In this rules.
This would just be ignoring the 20 schools for now and come back to it later, probably.
Probably. Oh, I guess he could do it with Choose. But he's setting day to check Kako Lady.
Yeah, don't think we had a chickens hint, so we'll pick up some chickens here.
Angie didn't have anything for us as adult. She gave us a bundle of arrows and told us to go get our own items. So maybe she'll have something for us for child.
Is there... No. Okay, right. What other NPCs give you items in both sets of ages? So, Anju and Fishing Guy are ones I can think of right
Dampé,
now.
technically.
Dampé?
He's dead in the second version.
Yeah. Any other? Both ages?
Irunia, technically, that's true.
Well, what does it give you in...
Technically Dead Hand, because you kill it twice, one's child, one's adult.
Are they different dead hands, or...?
I mean, I think we consider them different since we call them Well Dead Hand and Temple Dead Hand. But they could be the same. Maybe it's just some amalgamation monster that just goes to sleep for a little while.
Nibiru doesn't give you...
She gives you... She tells you to go get the gauntlets.
Yeah.
She doesn't give you anything. Nibiru's a thief. Why would a thief give you anything? Except, I guess she gives you medallion.
Yeah, she turns good in the end? Question mark. I don't know.
Friend of my
for
friend,
7 years.
or a friend of my enemy, or whatever.
yeah. True.
Enemy of my enemy. That's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah, Zelda gives you
friendly,
rights and letter.
Dwarf zaps you twice, so he gives you pain.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Key. There's a key. Nice.
I think Oh, is the shooting gallery guy the same guy?
He looks like the same guy.
Okay.
Rudo gives you sapphire. Ooh. Oh, there's mirror in the grave. Buried. Someone died with their mirror. Damn.
That's gonna be needed.
Absolutely. Got to do bottom of the well, which that's likely what Ryu's setting up to do soon. There we go. We can reflect now. Except scrub shots.
Yeah, songs definitely count. So what are we missing out? Kakiri sword?
Yeah, we just didn't even know where sword is and magic is.
And magic. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, there was a small key in the spirit sunblock room, so that's fire source locked.
Hmm.
I don't know if that makes any kind of interest to any of us, but that's a point to note. We won't find first magic past the whatever door that might be locking.
Hmm. Let's hope Dead Hand has something good for us. I think sword's gonna show up before magic. That's my guess. Hell's already doubting, already at the door. And he was right to doubt. He's out of here. Oh, wind on 20. Well,
That's a nice little
might not
pickup
get
for you.
used. I know. I'm like, that might not get used though, depending on where we find this magic.
Yeah, well, it'll definitely be used for Shadow Temple. At least in the Shadow Pot room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very few instances of that. It's not like we're going into IGC before the end of the game because that's entered foolish.
Yeah. Well, also, again, Jabu's behind Frogs too, and that's your Shadow Medallion. Ain't even pull up the bridge without going to the whale. Peeking that bad. Hells is out of here, but Hells is done with well.
Yeah, this is Prelude. I wonder if he's thinking, I'm just now going to do Spirit Temple, yeah.
Probably. Hope that magic or sword is back there, maybe both.
Yeah. I guess you have Prelude and age changing is quick. Maybe if he didn't have Prelude, he might have staged Child a little bit longer, but I think he's got enough reason to go back adult and do adult Spirit as progression.
Yep. It's not like he has Bolero. Hiking up DMTs, especially since we've already seen, I think Hell's has done it like 3 or 4 times. Same with Ryu. Getting tired of walking up those hills.
Yeah.
Alright, yep. Seeing Hell's gonna climb back up Spirit, and we see Ryu finding their mirror shield. Seem to be the only thing good out of well, though. But Ryu will continue looking.
Yeah, it means that well being required of the side dungeons. GTG wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how these runners feel about doing GTG and then not finding anything and then finding something from the well. Like that mirror shield was actually available in Child 1 also.
Yeah, it was. They just opted not to do well at the time because no lullaby or bombs.
I think it would have been wild doing the well in Child 1, but
absolutely, it would have been a play.
Yeah,
but in this case, it would have played off if you didn't go back. But I think most people would go back anyways at that point. Just so much things to check in well. Mirror wasn't locked by ZL. You can get under. Can't you get under that?
Absolutely,
yeah. Especially since we already have a silver scale from Goron City Maze.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like checking Scrub Salesman and bottom of Jabu. You can do a roll jump off the platform and just dip under slightly to get under without scale.
I think as Child you could just dive.
Oh, right. It says adult, you have to do it.
It says as adult, you need to, you would need the scale.
Playing these seed settings, I haven't gotten to adult Jabu in a while. Especially checking Scrub, since it's not random. All right, what's in here? It's a small chest. Cool. Moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of had an idea that at this point, I mean, could Magic 2 be back here and they're just missing Magic 1 somewhere?
Yeah, it could find if this is locked by that
Where's the key?
then yeah. Hey, we don't need to do the left hand chest because it's hinted, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm. We know that we know it's lens up there though. At this point, those runners might be looking at chess minigame like, that might be something to do later.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not missing much from Go mode, but they're still missing things.
Ryu has decided to follow Hell's back, and like I was saying before, just following Hell's step by step at this point is going to lose in the game. So he doesn't know it, but I think he needs to do something that's a bit off of what Hell's is doing, which is, I mean, incredibly difficult to know what your opponent is doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to Milk's point, I would be having Pierre and Fire in the back of my mind, knowing that if you were counting your keys and you know that's item like we do, that'd be in my mind. But none of the runners have gone out of their way to set Scarecrow's song, but they have long shots. They can Pixel shot. Also, yeah, I think logically we're missing Ice in Outside Ganon's Castle.
True. Ice. Yeah, yeah.
What if Twin Rova has something cool? What if Twin Rova has the butter knife?
That is a possibility, and that's just like progression given progression. So that would be nice. Yeah, we're close to hitting 2 hours. Still with what 4 rewards still need to get. So yeah, we are going to be here for a bit. Still need to do Shadow. Still need to do Jabbo.
And with this being the 2 hours, everyone remember to hydrate, stretch, and thank our runners, Hells and Ryu, for sharing their streams with us. We've been having a lot of fun watching this, and co-commentating with me is Chuckles, and I am Out of This World Burrito, and we're having a lot of fun watching the stream. We thank you for joining us, trackers, Mr. Moxie and Virgil Dante, for keeping such accurate count and helping us along with hints and everything else. And thank you, viewers, for being here with us on Zelda Speedruns today. This is, again, Winners Round 1 between Hells and Ryu. And the winner of this round 1 will go on to play against Marco or ATZ. And the loser will play the other one in Losers Round 1. So this burrito, right? Okay.
How out of the world is it? Are we talking like the moon, or are we talking like even further?
Even further beyond.
Further beyond the moon, or...
Well, you could take it as out of the literal world. You could take it as a dimensional thing. You could take it as a time thing. Like, maybe I just pulled a sword out and I've aged a couple of years.
Okay.
And so separate timeline, like we get branching path here. What comes in the burrito? What do you think's in the burrito? The burrito's like a Schrodinger's cat. The burrito's in the box. And it's also not in the box.
Was it a really good burrito and you were like, whoa, this is out of this world?
No,
like awesome.
The very brief deep lore, while Hells does our favorite boss, Twin Rover, as we discussed earlier, is there's a TV show in America when I was a kid growing up called The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and in one of the episodes called Chaos or something, one of the characters asks the Grim Reaper to bring a burrito alive and make it talk. So this is called the Talking Burrito, and he's just a shit eater in the background, commenting on the events in the episode, and he's also an aggressor. He's sitting there inflicting content and encouraging characters to fight each other, and he's the inspiration for me in my whole existence.
Okay, is this? Are you between the ages of 30 to 34?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Are you gonna play 20 questions with me to find out my social security?
that is the average time frame for anybody involved in this anybody involved in this community, then they're
Well-
normally between those ages.
It's basically based on when the game came out, which was 98.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that checks out. Well, I mean, the first video game I played and completed was Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis, or excuse me, the Sega Master System for those across the pond.
It's actually the Mega Drive.
The Mega
the Master
Drive,
System
sorry.
was a different system.
Sorry, I don't pay attention over there. I'm too busy playing Sonic CD for the 100th time.
Yeah, I also played the original Sonic on what would be my Mega Drive. So
Nice. Well, unfortunately, Twin Rova did not cash his out money, so Hells is playing Prelude, going back to Temple of Time. So. And are we checking outside Ganon's castle finally? We checking out what's on Ganondorf's porch?
Ganondorf's porch.
Yep.
Okay, right. Is this the same Great Fairy that gave you Din's Fire?
Why wouldn't it be? She's in the same location, and my understanding is the fairies are like, they get power from the land, kind of being like fey creatures. So I'd assume it's the same one.
So we think it's the same one. Right.
Yeah.
Is the DMC one the same one as the DMT one?
No, they're different.
But they're like basically on top of each other.
Yeah, but one envelops like the magic and environment of the inside of a volcano where there's lava, and the other one's more of a mountainous fairy, so like the high Alps and mountainous regions. So a mountain fairy and a fire fairy, basically.
Okay.
They both give you magic, ergo same fairy. What if they're sisters?
The Magic Sisters.
They're magic sisters, magic fairy sisters.
They're the opposites to Twin Rover. They're the good fairies, the good witches with the good magic.
OGC's dead though, so it's not that. Hell's playing Prelude. Again, go back to Temple. And then going back to Child?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Going to Ice sucks because it's like you'd have to hike there.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think at this point, both runners know that going to Ice could be the decision maker of losing the run more than winning it. So I think they'd rather go do some faster Child checks, which it looks like Hells might go set Scarecrow Song and Fish, because Hells might have Pierre in Fire Temple in the back of his head, counting keys, being like, that's gotta be an item. Granted, climbing again sucks, but it's possible.
Here you go, Child, Lake Domain. These are checks we haven't seen yet.
Getting some new checks here as Ryu finishes up Twin Rova. We haven't found Big Knife either. Where's our BGS? It's kind of late in the run for it to make much of a difference, but I still like having it.
Yeah. Yeah, just missing all the swords.
Yep. All right. What's on Child Fishing, Hells? Show us how to fish.
Yeah, show us how this is done.
There we go. Reel it in. And Ryu is finishing DC and playing Prelude. Getting out of there. Might go back to Child just like Hells. Neither picked up Lens. Nope.
No, neither of them went for it.
They went, better not be chess minigame, and they left it. Oh, there you go. There's magic. It was on Child Fishing the whole time.
Yeah, that's we got Serenade. Where was Serenade? Serenade was
Serenade was Composer's Grave.
Composer's Grave, right? Okay. Yeah, just chilling there the whole time.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes sometimes. It is a check that's out of the way. Lake Hylia is not exactly rich in checks for Child, and get it when you get it. Hell's actually not setting Scarecrow Song. Likely if they have to go back to Pier, just pixel shot it then. Ryu's not leaving OGC unchecked, as we did have a qualifier, I believe, where OGC was important. So maybe that's living in some people's brains right now. They're like, I don't want to get trolled by OGC.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's not a lot to check other than, the Child cleanup and ice and things like that. So no time like now to do that.
Mm-hmm. Hell's handing over the Rudo's letter to get King Zor to instant transmission out of the way, and is going to do diving. It's true. They are running out of checks at this point in terms of the overworld here.
Yeah, we have all of Shadow available to us, but it won't have the Kikiri sword because Din's was path to Bongo, which is a BK. So because of the path priority, we can basically treat that as a foolish dungeon.
Yep. We have enough items and information to treat it as such, yeah. Yeah, Shadow is going to be something they have to do. So to Mel's point, they could just use it as time to think while getting stuff done. Just go through the motions of completing Shadow.
You don't use Shadow Temple to think. You use Shadow Temple to fall asleep.
No, you use Shadow Temple to get Minuet this seed. So you can
dungeon stinks.
You don't like Shadow? Well, it's supposed to stink. That's why they keep all the prisoners of war and corpses.
I'm primarily doing it to annoy Jackstronomy, but
rude. Why is your house in a dungeon?
Jax lives there. Jax is a prisoner of Hyrule.
Oh, prisoner. That's different. The last sheep of prisoner. Hippo was supposed to release them, but she got distracted and forgot. You fall in the main room too many times. I feel that. That's me every time I try and do the main room without lens. I'm like, where's the sliding platform at this point? Pit.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's better than falling in. Like,
All right, so Hell's done in domain and leaving, because again, not much we could do without raying up in Jabu. Not like Jabu's rich in checks, anyways.
Yeah, we had a hint for the Rang chest as well, so there's no need to cover that ground now.
Mm-hmm. Again, Frogs 1?
Yeah, check that needs to be done. Look at this. Ryu is just doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, again, they're just thinking, what are fast checks I haven't done?
This is great.
And what avoids me from going to ice? Child fishing.
It just kind of shows that they're both on the same wavelength. They know kind of like what the most kind of efficient and best thing to do. There's been generally little deviation between the two runners rather than the ordering of how they did some of that early stuff. But like even after that early dungeon rush as adult and we headed towards the fortress way of the hero, they've just done the exact same things.
Yeah, the only major departure we've seen really this entire run from these two runners is Ryu taking the gamble on fire without bombs, while Hells is like, I'm gonna save that for later. That was basically it so far.
Yeah, setting up the frogs, even though we can't complete it yet.
Yeah, we know Frogs 2 is important, but we're not there yet. Might as well see what's on the rest of it. Hells is just laying the groundwork here, so he has to play less songs later.
Yeah, if Hells is buying Blue Fire, like think about buying Blue Fire before going to Ice, that is proper big brain. I would
it would be big brain. Yep, Ryu going up, gonna do domain stuff. Let King Zora's know his daughter got ate by a fish.
And then you guys run it and moves.
Or I guess technically a cetacean. I don't want to be a whale hater here. Hell's going back into Lost Woods. Gonna think we're going to go on City Child finally?
I think so.
Oh boy, what's in the pot today, gamers?
What's in the pot?
Did Darunia leave his toothpick in the pot? That's where K-Sword is.
Yeah, we've done none of these checks yet, haven't we? Have we?
Nope, we haven't stepped foot in here as child. So this is all new information on Hellstream again. So let's see what we got here. Open up the doors so we can light these torches. We do have fire, so we could do the dins, but that's kind of slow. Casting dins takes time. You gotta equip it. Hells is rich. That is true. Hells has got a full wallet there. Ryu's found the other wallet earlier as well. From, I think it was GTG.
Yeah.
And packed with money. So yeah, I could buy blue fire, more chews before going adult if you really want. Oh, we seen... There we go.
I don't have Hell's sound on, so I don't know if that worked or not. It looks like he's standing up, so...
So Ryu caught fish. He's got fish locked and loaded. Nothing in pot.
Could be 20 sticks. My favorite.
Right, could be 20 sticks. So Trial of Courage was passed as Hell's timed it earlier to put that... That was what the Chew dropped earlier before throwing the bomb into the pot. So the Chew went up the wall, stopped that guy. I'm gonna set FW to Jabu. Ooh, good point, Mage. That might be what Ryu's doing. Get back to Jabu even faster so you don't have to climb up domain again.
Yeah, he's the one with FW, so it makes sense. I'm going to do this bit of progression first.
That's right. I just even forgot that Hells didn't get FW. Not 20 yet.
He's actually going to grind out the schools to get it now, actually.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, wow. 20 skulls was for wind. Getting trolled by the bubble every time.
Okay, so only 2 more.
Yep. Side of house and tree. He's about to bonk into. No, there was a hint for ring chest. Nothing in it.
Yeah, because you don't need to do the rang. You could just like enter and set FW right at the entrance and then not bother with this because the chest isn't important.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the end, use the stick to hit the skull.
Yeah, well, sometimes chews don't want to go where you want them to. All right, so Hell's about to get their wind. You know, I will say that Ryu getting that wind early, while it didn't look big at the time, since we didn't even have magic still, he's definitely going to save a lot of time here, not having to climb up domain again.
Yeah, they have Serenade in a scale. It was about, what, 45 seconds?
45 seconds could come down to it. We've had 2 brackets so far where the runners are finished within a minute of each other. So this might be another tight one, especially since, again, both these runners... what we're looking at here could have been a grand finals matchup. Both these runners are extremely skilled. For me, 45 seconds isn't anything, as I still struggle to do basement 1 skip in Deku. For them, that's a lot. That's true. They will have to revisit frogs later.
Yeah, we did this as adultless composer grave, so this is new. All right.
Nope, junk. No, Hells did not do this as child.
Alright, how's now going to do Shadow? We know that the Kikiri sword won't be in here, but...
And again, right on schedule, Ryu's right behind Hells, checking Family Tomb. These guys are wild.
Yeah.
Literally in different eras of the game, and still same ideas, same motions. What's behind Saria's? Frogs 2, which is Boomerang. I know, very nice. We learned that very early in the seed from hints. I'm like, cool.
It was a nice little thing early on, and now 2 hours later, and
2 hours
we
later, and we're like,
still
"Where's
don't have the boomerang.
where's Kokiri's sword?" Question
Yeah.
mark. I was going through Shadow though, maybe being like, "That's progression. I'm not quite sure what to do yet. Let's go get it." As you mentioned earlier, Chuckles, Kokiri, I don't think can be in here logically, so we're just hanging out,
Doing checks.
doing checks, and hopefully figuring out a plan while Ryu back walks to River. Maybe to go. I don't think he played frogs earlier, so maybe he's gonna go play frogs to get some checks there.
Yeah, and do the storms check.
Yeah. Dead hands keeping a key. All right. I don't remember. Did Hells go? Did anyone go in the Storm's Grotto? I think they all skipped it.
For the Hyrule Castle Storms.
Oh, yeah. No. I'm thinking something else.
What, good for the scrubs in here?
Yeah, why not? Go refill on sticks. He's only got 5 sticks, dude. He's got no sword. It's Scamola, but stuff must be in ice. Not necessarily, but they would get Bolero. So if they have to go back and check Fire Pierre, they won't have to run all the way up there. Ice would be more checks than going out of your way for Pierre too. I think both runners rather not do ice if they don't have to. I'm not saying they're going out of their way to avoid ice, but
It is definitely the last thing on their mind, especially when they went into Fountain already, and like,
yep.
not like you're waiting for that really late bottle to do Fountain and ice at the same time, but they might be thinking, oh well, when the other runner that went there, they might have had, you know, blue fire arrows, or they might have had another bottle from somewhere randomly, and they've already done ice. So,
As for what they have to do left, we can see on the trackers they still need Fire, Shadow, and Emerald. So we have Hell's working through Shadow, which we know Kokiri's not in here from the hints and logic that we've been presented the seed. Jabu we can't finish until we get our 3rd stone in Deku, and Deku we can't start until we get Kokiri's sword. So we're just like, where's that sword at?
yeah, there's pretty much ice and Pierre. Left
Adult
for
Lake
check.
is hinted?
Yeah, Adult Lake is hinted. Lab Dive was hinted.
Yeah.
We're still missing that final Baronade hint.
Yeah, right. Considering the stones they haven't checked yet, there is good odds that it was either back of Lake, was where that hint lives, or Hyrule Castle 3.
I wonder if this would come down to a runner picking fire over ice, maybe.
Could be. Oh, of course I'm forgetting everyone's favorite grotto, Cowweb Grotto. No one's gone in there yet, but I don't think we're going to see either runner do that.
I mean, I honestly think the hint's kind of a bit moot at this point, because there's just not enough left. Wow, that Keese took about 10 arrows to get killed.
Yeah. Chasing densities definitely seems like the thing to do at this point, when you have so few left to do and the information that you have. No, Kokiri's sword could be other places. I don't think it has to be in ice yet, but we are getting to the point where it might be in ice.
Yeah, I'm struggling to think of things other than KZ, Ice, and Pierre that we haven't done yet.
We haven't done adult fishing, did we?
Adult Lake is dead. It's been hinted.
Oh,
at.
that's right. Yeah.
GTG's done. Well is done. The lens minigame.
We haven't done chess minigame, and both of them skipped lens and spirit. So.
Yeah. So woo.
I don't think they're going to go back for lens. That might be last location for both of them. I would definitely go to ice before going out on my way to go back to get lens.
I know the left hand was hinted also, but you had the long shot at that point, right? You could have
Correct.
Could have long shot across.
Yep. It could have, but this is bracket, and both these runners have a lot of respect for each other and knowledge of each other's skill sets, so they're definitely making some aggressive choices because they know that while they can't see what each other's doing, they do know that the other one's playing really well and really hard, so they're going to do the same in response.
Yeah, hindsight's 2020. You know, there was a quite easily 40 seconds saved. Not doing that, maybe more. I don't really know.
Yeah. Yeah, lens was left hand, key was right.
Oh,
hand.
lens was yeah. Okay, yeah, the key was right hand, wasn't it? So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, still.
Could have just walked out and grabbed it, but then you got to fight Iron Knuckle. We know a big sword. That's like a couple extra crouch stabs, man. I got stuff to do. Like, find where this sword is.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it's
True.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's a nice place to save time. And both runners have done it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Totally. Were you going fire? Probably buying fire.
This is buying the blue fire, yeah. Ryu's thought of this strat, so GG's just thinking of something I never would have got.
Oh, wait. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's going to be heading... He's bought blue fire. I mean, there's only one place you're going to go to after doing that.
Well, the question is he going to go up to check Pierre first, or is he going to go and Goron City straight and go straight to ice? You know what I'm saying? Go back into woods. Gold Scale and Shadow Pot?
Well, when you do ice, you're going to pick up Bolero, so...
Oh, true.
Yeah.
That does save a bit of time on climbing. I already forgot Bolero. We figured out Bolero's in ice just because almost 2.5 hours in the sea, no Minuet and Bolero. I'm just pretending it doesn't exist at this point. From all the walking we've had to do, they're getting their steps in today. Well, at least their Link characters are.
Yeah, lots of hiking today.
Mm-hmm. Yep, just going straight to ice, see what's in there. And then maybe play Bolero and check Pierre. It's just that's such a slow check to go back to, especially since Ryu's already climbed twice. Climbing a third time's not very fun.
Yeah, this is the second hover boots entry for Ryu this seed. Is it going to be on King's Aura? If this is on King's Aura and House doesn't think about buying the blue fire, then this could be really big for Ryu.
Yeah, this could be where both runners have been close, but that fire dip earlier did cost Ryu some time, but this might flip it.
There you go.
I always forget you can melt him from down here.
I have seen runners miss it, so it's... Here we go.
5! Oh well, we're gonna go see the Ice Cavern now, looks like. So that'll be nice to see as Hells is taking a nice ferry ride with the Stalfos. It is kind of metal that the same song Impa plays to put Zelda to sleep is the same song she used to ferry bodies and prisoners of war in Shadow Temple. It's pretty heavy. Impa's a badass.
Wow. That's yeah.
Didn't think of that one.
That's a move.
Yeah, Hells will, like, given all the items we have and knowledge he has, like, he knows where Lens is. He knows K-Sword can't be back here. He knows where Ring is. He could skip back Shadow, but I think he needs a key, right?
Oh, he does need a key.
Yeah, he's missing. He needs one key, so he might, if he gets the first key out of one room, he might not do the other.
I mean, hopefully he is aware that he could have needed to skip this, but it's not. Even if he didn't know that, he's not going to lose much time.
No. Once you're back in Shadow, you're not losing much time.
Yeah, here's the key. We'll see if he skips the manager.
It's easy, for me at least, it's easy to forget that there's a key that locks the room that has the boss stored up for Shadow. Because I'm like, already have key, let me go fight boss. I'm like, oh yeah, I need another. He's not checking in with the manager.
All right.
Ryu about to get hit by 3 keys. Let's find out. Oh, no.
Hey,
Nice.
nice
Hey.
round.
Good job. That was good.
Swaggy.
Didn't even kill him. Just looked at him and left. That's the coldest
Just let them to their day, you know. They're chilling because it's Ice Cavern. Get it?
Yeah, good one. I was watching one of the brackets earlier this week or this weekend, and someone dumped their fish in Ice Cavern to pick up blue fire. I'm like, hee, frozen fish.
Yeah.
Let's see with Hells get a quick kill here on Bongo as Ryu swipes up some blue fire.
We can see spin strats here. Of course we
Spin strats. Let's go, dude. Damn, nice. Good job. Spin strats.
Classic Hells.
Swagging on Bongo. And then Ryu's going to show us how to get silver rupees fast.
Yeah, lots of nice tech in a row from these runners.
Mm-hmm. Always something to learn. Setting up. Oh, trolling keys. Bongo with the bomb refill, so gonna ignore it, grab fire medallion and leave.
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing now is Hells can get minuet finally. So while
minuet.
we don't need to go back to forest, that's still nice for movement.
Yeah, it's probably the quickest way to get to Ice Cavern, maybe? Question mark?
Probably. Which is why he's going out of way to grab it right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ryu, I blink and he's almost done with Ice Cavern. About to go in and get his Bolero, and then we'll see what's on the final chest in here.
And if it's not here, then it's the lens game or Pierre. So get wrapped
get
up.
ready. Yeah, everyone better be hyped if it's not in here.
Because Hells will be doing ice next. I'm pretty sure of it.
Imagine a round 1 match seed coming down to, do I pick Pierre or? Uh-oh, it's a big chest though.
It's a big chest.
Oh, let's see what it is. There it is. It's Kokiri's sword. Let's go. Ice Cavern it is. You had to do the whole thing for it.
All right. For the sanity that is like me watching this race and having the runners go back to pick up the lens. That's pretty good. Yeah, not a Triforce piece. Not a nice trap.
So that puts it to no mode.
Yeah, that's Ryu's and go now.
Mm-hmm. We do know where our Rang is. Rang is Frogs 2, which we need Saria's for, which Saria is taught by Ocarina of Time, so they have to do Deku before they can get there. Ryu is going to go in and just run through Shadow as fast as possible. There's nothing in here that Ryu cares about at this point. And then Hell's finished Shadow already and is going up to Ice Cavern. So both runners taking a very similar route here. It's going to come down to, honestly, just technique at this point. Granted, Ryu does have that win place from earlier in Jobbies, but he's going to have to go back to Frogs anyways. So we'll see how much time that saves.
Yeah, Hells didn't buy a blue fire either. So if it was on King Zora, that would have been really spicy. That would have been really cool.
Ryu did go back to Frogs and play some songs, so I think they're both loaded up on Frogs. They just need to go back and play Saria's and leave. So this is a very tight race as we expected earlier. And again, the only major divergence was, again, rushing fire a little early for Ryu without bombs, but he's playing really well, so he may have made up for it.
Yeah, we'll see what this Shadow versus Ice plus, well, the Jabu kind of stuff, like it's gonna be tight, you know.
Tight. These runners are really consistent though in their executions. So as long as they don't get trolled, I'm not cursing anybody. gonna be. I still can't tell who's ahead at this point.
I think Hells is probably a minute or so ahead.
Yeah, from that fire play earlier. Thinking 2 minutes, minute and a half. Looks like in chat. Is Minuet or Serenade faster to go to frogs?
I think it's
Probably Minuet.
exactly the same.
Or same. Oh, right, because
I
don't know.
actually think
Slow, man.
I think I timed that for the podcast on an episode, and it was exactly the same.
Chuckles with the deep knowledge. You're gonna get knowledge checked by Chuckles on how to get to frogs fast.
Yeah, good point. They will need to pick up Serenade as well.
Yeah, this is a very fun. All the races have been fun. This one's been really tight to be on as commentators. So much is going on. Different philosophies, and you can see that at this skill level, they do have a lot of similarities matching back up. But here we saw one take Ice first, one take Shadow, now we're flipped. And then earlier we saw one rush Fire, one was like, I'll come back to that later. Yeah, there's bugs in the toilet, so they skipped that, unfortunately. But they did both full clear GTG. And yeah, they all really made very smart decisions for the information that they had at any point in the seed. Like Chuckles said earlier, hindsight's 2020, but in the moment, I think they're all making smart choices.
Yeah, I think we're also seeing here how quick Ice really actually is. Oh yeah, Hells is already in the silver lock room, and Ryu's in the back of the in the guillotine hallway. So still quite a bit to do.
Ice doesn't take that long. It's just people moan it because it's out of the way, and Ice keys are trolls.
True. Especially when you're swagging off like Hells is. It's
yeah.
Didn't get the second one, but got the first one. So for the gainers, so very nice.
Yeah, the walk is worse than the dungeon, exactly. Yeah, Ryu's gonna be in shadow for a little bit. Nice quick spin for Hells.
Yeah, that's just one thing he does really well. Those quick spins, he just nails every single time. So how his GameCube controller can handle that is beyond me.
Oh, I know these runners go through GameCube control or go through controllers, whatever their controller preference. Annually, at the least, for some of them.
Well, Hells plays with the same controller he's always played for 12 years of playing Ocarina.
How is it alive? How is that stick not snapped off yet?
My dude, you blow on the A button and it will press. Like,
that's amazing.
Hells has said that once his GameCube controller breaks, he's retiring.
It's all on the controller. Wild.
Alright, that's go mode for Hells.
Yep. And he's already done Shadow, so he's just gonna off to Shadow do Deku.
Deco?
I'll do some decoration.
There's two Deco.
This treehouse could use a cow. And then we're off and rolling to Jabu after that. So we're in go mode here, everybody. At 2.5 hours ish for Ryu, and then Hell's right behind at 2:36 here. That's a good question. Does Hell's even have a backup?
I don't even know. This Deku is going to be really quick. It's just going to be...
Oh yeah, totally.
Jump, dens.
Well, he's not doing anything out of the way. He's just going straight down. GameCube controllers can be durable. I don't know about the third-party ones. I've had mixed reviews on those, but as a child, my favorite controller was my GameCube Wave Bird because it let me play from bed, basically.
What?
A Wave Bird. That was the name of the wireless variant. Yes, wow. There is input latency, so don't use it for speedrunning.
Yeah, I bought one of the Smash GameCube controllers when the Smash Ultimate
nice.
came out. So that's my controller of choice, and yeah, it is. It's pretty rock solid. I've been playing with that for years.
Yeah, I one thing that I do like about GameCube controllers, especially for older games like Ocarina of Time, as people have talked about, I'm sure exhaustively, is the notches for the joysticks. Because man, I've done some emulator play with an Xbox controller. It's so much harder to backwalk accurately without notches.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just nice for like tricks and stuff like that as well, and getting angles and stuff. So it's
absolutely.
pretty worth.
All right, yep. Hell's just going straight down, burning a path through the tree. Burning down the Deku tree. '23 is number 1, as we all know.
That's it. That's the one.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to see a quick kill here on Goma as Ryu is starting to head towards the ferry here in Shadow. So yeah, Hell's with a bit of a time lead here. An extra backtrack to fire. Definitely hurting Ryu here.
Yeah, that's probably the primary time loss, isn't it? Like, other than that,
yeah,
like,
I mean, Hell's has played really well and hasn't had a similar time loss, I believe. So
yeah, because the routing has just been so similar between the two.
Similar and well executed. So it's not like one runner is just playing out their mind and the other's missing inputs or something.
All right, Deku done. Stones collected. Saria song next on the menu on Song of Time.
Frog fans, get ready. You're about to get a choir.
I don't know what the buttons are, but I know it's da 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 da.
Thank you. I retained none of that, but thank you. I have to pull up the frog minigame every time I do it, because that's like something where I'm like, I'm not committing brain cells to this.
Yeah, it's on the tracker that I use.
All right, and here we go, picking up Saria's.
Thank you, Zelda.
All right. Back walking down the river. As we wait for the ferry to patiently crash on Ryu's side. Pretty much they need all the rewards. Yeah, this ended up being 80, do all the things. Except Hells saw that slingshot and went, I know Lost Woods is dead, so screw it.
Do all the things, get all the things.
They also intentionally skipped Lens, which they did not get punished for. Similarly, they weren't able to do Pierre in Fire Temple when they were there earlier. Didn't get punished for it, even though it was an item. We'll never know what it is, though. True, we had some very... I think the hints this seed were pretty kind overall. Gave us some very good sometimes hints that really helped out a lot. I can't imagine what the seed would be without like a frog's two-hand or something.
Hey, still never got that last Baronade hint.
True. Didn't end up needing it.
Is it? Can you say we didn't need it if we did almost every single check in the game?
We didn't do Pierre Fire or Chessman game, so no, didn't need it.
Yeah,
would it save time? Probably.
That hammer strength hint was a really good hint.
Goron City was great. Running with a hammer already, you're like, damn, 3 big boxes just for walking in, smashing some rocks. And we're about to see Ryu take on Bongos. Were you a quick spin fan or pokes him in the eye and stabs him?
I don't think he's a boomer, so we'll probably stab him in the eye.
Oh, is quick spinning a boomer strat?
Oh, probably. I don't know.
Probably. No, you're just calling Ryu a boomer?
Anything that Hells does differently is just a boomer strat.
Wow. I'm sure he will frown when he hears this. Maybe.
He just has to grin and bear it.
Oh, well, Ryu getting slapped by the hands, unfortunately. But here we go. Oh, wasn't able to get one cycle on Bongo there, unfortunately.
4 hours left. 2 hours left. He did.
Yay! Good job, Ryu. All right, so we're gonna see Ryu basically do what Hells just did. Gonna go Child. Gotta get our Sarias. Then gotta go Frogs, and then we're gonna go run up to Jabu. Again, Ryu has a win spot in there, but not sure how much time it will save at this point since they have to go to River first.
Has to go and get the lands, beat Deku.
Is that the catchphrase for this VOD? Were you doing what Hells just did? I think the catchphrase is chat shelling I think the catchphrase is chat shelling Chuckles to shut up.
That's just every day. Just the normal bullying of Chuckles 501 is.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chuckles.
It's fine. After 4 years of being in this community, you get used to it.
Damn. Let's go get burgers later and without them.
Oh, that sounds great.
Here's Rudo.
I do like pings. Pings are cool.
All right, save warp in as Child out to Lon Lon makes sense. Go get that ocarina and then go get that frog. It's still going to be a very tight race. We'll see. We'll know how close it is after we see how Ryu decides to get into Jabu. I'm honestly not sure what's faster, running up or finding somewhere to wind. Oh, right, didn't do Deku, that's true.
Yeah, he needs to do Deku, yeah.
Sorry, I already counted Deku as done because he's so
Yeah, he'll need to do Deku. He's
gonna do the same thing though. He's just gonna burn his way down to the bottom of the tree and kill Goma and get out.
Yeah, 90-second Deku tree. Then has to go. But like Hells is at the spot where the FW is at this point.
Yep.
Let's see if Hells gets the you can skip the chest here by leaving through the door early. I don't know if Hells does that. Right. Yeah. Bam.
Oh, nice. He got it.
Yeah.
All right, into Deku. Hell's 3 to 5 minutes ahead. 2 to 3 maybe?
Yeah,
I want to say 5.
Maybe the lower end of that.
Yeah.
Which is basically the climb, like the reclimb up fire and a couple of bits and bobs of micro routing here and there.
Right. We'll see. Yeah, Ring's just a little out of the way, unfortunately. Having to both get Saria Song, then run to Frogs. Yeah, it is interesting how similar these, again, routes came out to be minus the early fire play by Ryu. It was really like just chasing each other the entire time. Or just doing something that the other was doing, but in reverse order. So, like, Hells did Shadow first, then Ice. Ryu did Ice, then Shadow.
Yeah, we were guided pretty well through the hints and progression and the knowledge that we needed to do everything anyway, so... Yeah, I think like, the way that Hellas was doing it was doing like the loop and some other checks, then kind of like ran into that Hyrule field to morph for him. And I'd be interested to ask if that kind of was the thing that directed him away from Fire Temple at that point and led him into the river, or whether that was always going to be his intention.
Yeah, since no bomb bag. Yeah, Requiem to Jabu is probably the quickest way. That way you can avoid just going through domain again. Big Octo getting slapped. He goes down with one hit. Not really much of a mini boss, is he? Why is Longshot path to Twin Rova?
Because of the small key on the right hand means that it's Twin Rover is long shot locked. It's dumb spirit key logic, basically.
All right, RyuuKane Sarias as Hells lowers the platform to Baronades. Oh, nope, just jumps across. Yay! He was so close to jumping on it.
Box skip. Bubba. Oh, buffering it. All right.
Oh, there you go. Nice. I'm of the party of... I'm probably going to mess up the skip anyway. Something lower the platform, just in case.
Yeah, in Rando, I generally pick up the box. Because I just don't trust myself.
Fair. Hell's on Baronade, though. Let's see if we can get a nice quick kill out of this one. All right, looking good on Baronade so far. Got rid of all the jellies. Very nice. Kill by Hells.
Yeah, that's all of the rewards collected. So we'll pick up the boss key.
And Hells is going to get out of here immediately. After getting a heart container. That's kind of a convenient refill.
Yeah, nice to have.
All right.
Need to add clean Baronade to the list of OoT memes.
Ryu found Slingshot above Dodongo's Caverns entrance. Hells said, I'm not going out of my way for that, and skipped it. Okay, because Lost Woods was bare. And there's our Ganon ski. Back to Adult for Hells, and he's going to go take out Ganon.
Yeah, just another 7 or so minutes left of Tower and Ganon and Ganondorf.
Yep, so just going to nearly come in under the 3-hour mark. So definitely one of the longer bracket matches so far this season. We have had some on the longer side, as we've had, let's see here, a couple 240s, 236, 210, one a little over 2. We did have one go over 3 hours. And some more 230s. We did have a 2-hour 37-minute. That I did watch that seed. I remember that one. That was that was everyone's like, dang, glad I'm not playing this one kind of stuff.
Yeah, some are like that. Some are like that.
Yep, so Ryu getting back up in Jabu fast thanks to that wind. But still a few minutes behind Hells here. At this point, I'm not confident that time will be made up.
Yeah, double defense, the amount of hearts that he has, it's not like he's dying to the knuckles and things like that, so...
Yeah. It's like almost 100% speedrun, almost. Missing, just slingshots, I guess, and lens, which we knew where lens was.
And 80 skulls.
Ah, yes. And 80 skulls.
And vanilla fishing.
It's 100% speed run if you knock off a few percentage points.
Yeah, I know quite a lot about 100% speed runs, considering I am a 10th on the leaderboard for glitchless 100%. So
Wow, how long is that? What's your time?
6 hours something. 6 hours 20.
You should just turn fast block pushing on. You'll save so much time.
Yeah, those blocks are slow.
There are.
Those blocks are slow, but it's vanilla Dampe digging and vanilla fishing are the main culprits.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, here's everyone's favorite 2 iron knuckles. Hell's playing it safe. Taking one on it at a time.
I think he just missed the strike on the.
On the opener.
The dark one, yeah.
So you just said, screw it. I'll kill that one later.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I never found Big Gorn Sword. Also.
No, very true.
It's out there somewhere.
But honestly, we didn't do any. Can Big Gorn Sword be in a foolish location? I think it can be.
Probably, yeah. I don't think it's in logic for anything.
Yeah, so it could be an IGC.
I mean, the half of Deku we didn't do.
Yeah. Yeah, in reality, we actually did skip, a few locations and checks that we were never going to have to go into.
Yeah, and that's why we're able to sub 3 this still. If they were just still gambling on chests, looking for where something is, we'd be here for a while. So I guess Deku and Jabu being locked the way they did, well, more so Deku, did save a bit of time on the check side. Jabu doesn't have any checks. It's got 2.
4.
4?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's divisible by 2. I was close. I was like,
one of them was hinted.
One of them was hidden.
And one we just
one's boss.
left to the ether to never appear by leaving it.
Yeah, we rolled out of that room. We didn't even care what it was.
Oh, missing the one cycle.
That's right. There's always map and compass, so that's at least 2 for a new dungeon.
All right, nice second phase there. Oh, there's only one hit left to go.
Didn't even use bottle to spun on him. He likes to spin.
He loves to spin. He's a spinner.
All right, I like it. It's got style, pizzazz, wows the crowd. There's some people who are really impressed by consecutive quick spins.
I mean, it is attractive. It's definitely hot.
It is a desirable trait in a random player.
What do you want? I like long walks on the beach and somebody who can quick spin consecutively.
I like someone who kills Bongo Bongo the boomer way. And here's Ganon. But he was holding a hammer.
Oh my god.
And Ryu's getting his key, so about to go climb Ganon's tower himself.
Yeah, in the end, ESS was pretty correct with 3 to 5 minutes. It's going to be about 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm. And that really just times out to be that fire dip.
Yeah, I think a couple of execution things and then just like general micro routing that might have been more efficient on Hell's side potentially, but yeah, Ryu played really well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I like the fire gamble play without bombs.
Yeah,
I liked it because honestly, if you didn't do that, we'd be just looking at the same stream twice basically, except for doing ice and shadow in a different order.
Yeah.
Again, when you're out there, when you're at the level of these runners, you do come down to similar solutions a lot of the time because you know what you're consistent at, what's fastest, and sometimes you take calculated risks. And I think Fire Temple was one of those. And GG to Hells.
Good game.
Good game. Do we want to drag him in? He's waiting.
Ooh.
Welcome, Hells. Congratulations, GG.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks.
Bonjour, mon ami.
Bonsoir, bonsoir.
Hello.
Well, to start, give us your impressions of that seed. How do you feel about it?
I mean, people weren't kidding when they said bracket seeds are longer. Like,
yeah.
I think this was my longest. I'm not sure, but it's pretty close to my longest, if it's not my longest so far.
Yeah, you
absolutely.
had to do quite a lot in this seed. I guess kind of like the only kind of question that I have is like, you're after DC and you kind of were going into Crater and you didn't go into Fire Temple. That's basically where you won this, because Ryu went into Fire Temple early without a bomb bag, and so had to like basically climb Fire Temple a second time, whereas you just did it all in one go. Was the thought process you were going to head into there after your like DMC Lost Woods kind of route, or did the Hyrule Field to Morpher like change your decision making into going into more overworldy kind of stuff?
I mean, I was thinking, I was hesitating, but I was pretty sure I was just gonna delay fire. Like, yeah, that strength in the back is there, but like without bombs and without Pierre, like it's kind of like two things. Yeah, you don't really care about Pierre, but and I just thought, yeah, I'll see if I could wait for explosives. It was definitely I don't know if it was a risk or like I feel like both decisions suck. Like you go without explosives and fire, or you just leave it and you don't have Bolero. So I was planning on just like leaving it for now and hoping it kind of worked out. And so at some point I find choose or bombs and I come back. But and it was Forest Medallion, but like ZL was in DMC, so at that point you pretty much had all the important songs anyway. So yeah, I just didn't want to go without explosives.
No, it makes sense. You never know when that, like, if you, I mean, it mattered in this case because you did get kind of like locked out of climbing because that bomb lock check did have a key and stops it from being able to go past the boss key that you got on the map chest. So it did become kind of important having explosives there. Did you ever have a thought about skipping GTG?
Yeah, but I mean, I still had like what 4 or 5 items to find. So like, I knew it could have been long shot in Fortress. I was hoping for Mirror Shield, but I just thought like, why? I mean, anything could have been in there, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Like, there was nothing stopping items for being there.
No, it made sense at the time. I think Chuckles' point is that at that point, do you really want to go on GTG? But both you and Ryu had the same idea and fully went through all of GTG minus Toilet, since we knew it was dead from a hint that you both read earlier. So I think at the situation, it definitely made sense. It's just unfortunate you didn't get anything for that.
Yeah, I just thought like, yeah, there's too many. Like, I wanted to do Spirit first, but then like after that I got I think, where was I when I got that hint? Oh, it was when I went to Fountain without a bottle. I got the hint Fortress to Twinrova. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna go there like before I go actually commit the Spirit. But I mean, then like because I hadn't found anything even like on the path to GTG and that little child segment, like when I went to do Child Spirit, I think that's when that happened. I thought, yeah, I'm just gonna do GTG here. Plus, I was kind of committing to not doing ice at that point because of that fountain dip without a bottle.
Yeah, I thought. I don't know whether it was a case of thinking maybe Ryu may have done that when he went there, because you both basically went at the kind of like identical times that you both didn't have a bottle. But I was thinking like, because you've already gone there, the opposite runner may have gone there with blue fire arrows in a bottle, so maybe they did it already. So I did think like ice might be on the low kind of priority list when you were looking for Kakiri Sword.
Yeah, I mean, I think all that I had left now was KZ, Pierre, and Lens Game. So like, I did not want to go to those places either.
You didn't want to pick up the lens?
No. Am I really gonna go back to Spirit to get this lens?
Well, you skipped it in the first place. Like, you could have got it on the first time when you're in the invisible chest corridor, but you were like, nope, not killing the Not killing the Dark Nut or whatever it's called in these games.
Knuckle.
Not getting the lens.
Mhm.
Yeah, no. I thought, no, like, it's not gonna be there. Come on. But no, like, the ice thing also, like, the fountain dip, it's kind of the same about, like, not having Minuet or Bolero, and now you're there. And, like, I knew the item that was there couldn't lock anything for, what was it, Jabu or Pirit?
Yeah.
But, like, in a way, you could have delayed it, but I just thought because of the not having Minuet or Bolero, like, who knows when you're gonna all of a sudden found the items for Shadow, and then, like, now you have to walk all the way back up river or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, one question
on.
Chad has
Go on.
is, so in the sea, neither you or Ryu found the last way of the hero hint. Neither of you marked out for, like, back of lake stones. We were all joking, but no one marked out for Hyrule Castle 2 or 3 stone or Cowweb Grotto. Did you have any thought process behind that, or did you just figure, I haven't found this last way of the hero hint at this point. I kind of already know what I need to do. I'm just going to go.
I mean, I was still doing hints, like, whenever I could. I didn't want to go, like, super out of my way for it, especially since it could have been just a song for frogs. It could have been Kokiri Sword, but also, like, every song is path to Jabu. And I mean, I actually just checked before I joined on DC, like, my stream is, in the past, is me looking at the lake hint, and it says Ranch to Baronade.
Oh.
I guess it was Sun's
That was
song.
for Suns. Yeah. Wow.
Really
I was
helpful.
thinking, like, you knew that I was commentating, so I was wondering when you went into water if you were going to do the back of lake hint just for me. But you didn't. You disappointed me.
Yeah, no. The Chuckles is doing it in the first 5 minutes. I couldn't.
And it would have been, like, if I did it, it would have been ice to friggin' whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Ice to Baronade, and I would have been
Yeah.
bum rushing that as soon as I picked up the bottle. So, question in chat about, like, magic, and when you picked up the magic from fishing, like, was that a concern for you at that point, or, like, were you just like, oh yeah, this is it?
I think because it was a long seed, but most of the stuff I did was required, except GTG, which I also found might be hard to skip. I was like, when would you, like, actually come here to Lake earlier? Like, I think in a qual, like, probably some people would have done that, but I just thought, there's no way this is, like, that big of a factor, I thought, because, I don't know, you just could do it on the way to the remaining checks I had. Like, I wasn't... Plus, Shadow couldn't have the Kokiri Sword too. So, like, the magic wasn't that big of a deal anyway. So, like, the magic was just, you need a magic to beat the game, but it's not going to do anything for Kokiri Sword or Jabu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, as the winner of the round, you will be playing either Marco or ATZ in round 2. How do you feel about either of those matchups?
Gonna be easy either way. The boomer corner.
Wow.
The boomer corner.
I'm telling.
No, it's pretty funny that we're all in the same corner, all the season 1 players. Like,
yeah, we had some commentary in chat earlier about that, being like, damn, these last 2 round 1s pretty stacked with veterans of the season. We all were saying how you and Ryu could easily be grand finals matchup, and same thing with Marco and ATZ or any mix of you 4. So we're really looking forward to that race later this week, and we're also looking forward to see what happens in losers.
yeah, it would be fun to play ATZ, but, like, Marco is also someone I've played since season 1 too, so either way, it's gonna be really hard and really funny. So prepare your boomer jokes. Get all your boomer jokes. Like, get them all ready, write them down. Like, it's gonna be a boomer festival.
I did ask ATZ recently about potentially facing you in a future matchup, and he was like, I bet what the hell doesn't even remember who I am.
No one lets us forget who ATZ is.
Yeah, come on, like, we're laughing that Alexis always beats me now, but ATZ was my Alexis in season 1. Like, any race I would join is like ATZ would just beat me, his eyes closed, and just like.
Are you delighted that Alexis is on literally the opposite side of the draw to you?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You can stay there. You can stay there for a bit.
Yeah, but then you meet him a higher pressure situation, so steal your
We'll go
nerves.
one match at a time.
Well, thank you very much for sharing your restream with us. Chat had a lot of fun. We all had a lot of fun watching it. Learned a lot from watching two experienced veterans. Chuckles, is there anything else you would like to ask as we wrap this up?
Go listen to the podcast.
All right, you're gonna plug yourself instead of plugging. Go follow Hells and
Oh,
Ryu's
yeah,
streams.
that's
I
right.
can I can do all that.
Yeah,
All
look-
right, all right. Here you go, Slacker. Thank you.
Again, give our runners WTHH and RyuuKane a follow for the show they put on today. Also, a big thanks to our trackers, Mr. Moxie and Virgil Dante, and of course our commentators, Out of This World Burrito and Chuckles. Stay tuned to ZSR for more from the Uter Season 8 tournament, including a little less than 4 hours from now, right back here on ZSR Main. We have Cinny versus Mr. Mario. So stay tuned for that when that comes up. But once again, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, guys.